Your weekly pint of sports juice, presented by the Keys Leisure Centre Preston. Eat, drink and bowl at the Keys sprawling beer gardens, lanes, arcade bar and bistro. Let's go, lads. Before we went live, there was a discussion amongst the three amigos who are back, by the way.
Hey, can I just say, I do want to say one thing.
No, don't you dare. No. You said
no.
to me before Hookie
Yeah,
got
I
here.
did. I did. And Hookie.
Don't.
Nah.
Do not entertain this at all, right?
Please, but the proof's in the pudding.
There it is. We're back.
Okay. So since I haven't been on the podcast, our numbers have gone down at least by 3 to 4 times. Okay, so even now, just have a look at the views on YouTube. So I don't know, like I guess the people have spoken of who their favorite podcaster is, and it's me.
Welcome to Pete's Juice featuring Sam and Andrew.
Yep, we can go with that.
I strongly disagree, but that's respectively.
You look at the numbers. We only got 12 views last week. That's not great. When I was on, 57, 75.
How many times
I think
more
the
did you
lowest
say?
I think the lowest we went, four to 5 times. Yeah, 12, 50, average it out, somewhere around there.
For everyone listening live, we would like your live opinion on that theory, please.
Have a look at the views, people.
And Pete's maths as well. In scale of 1 to 10.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Pete's math scale 1 to 10, 12.
The proof is that ever since this seat has been vacant, or that seat, because you guys moved around a little bit, the numbers have gone down. So I don't know. Maybe just they come for the non-biased opinions. The
non-biased opinions.
Get off it.
You're the furthest thing from non-biased opinions.
The controversial enigma opinions, maybe. I don't know.
I hate that you thrive off that.
The genuine good looks.
I hate that you thrive. Oh, okay, all right.
Well, I mean, we're on YouTube now. Everyone sees.
If you're that good looking, why are you wearing a hat?
Why am I so red?
I blend in
with the walls here can't be seen. The carpet's red. My Coke can, I could hold that
carpet
up
matches
to
the drape. What can I say?
We all know why I wasn't here. So
anyway,
I've made it all about myself. This is great.
Anyway. Prior to going live, I know you boys will be attending. Was it John Stevens on Friday night?
Can't wait.
Now the I would say argument, the discussion involved about the most efficient way for Pete to get home
because the piss out and you can't fall asleep on the train.
Correct.
I don't want to fall asleep on the train.
Correct. So.
It's a Friday night. You're having a few beers. It's about 40 minutes in the train. Sometimes I fall asleep. The wife isn't happy when I end up in Mernda.
Sometimes or regularly.
I just become
on the frequent occasion.
On the fringe of regularly.
Out of all the times I've taken the train home, it's only happened maybe 3 or 4 times. And I take the train home regularly. So it's not too many times. But it pisses her off, and I understand why. It pissed me off too. So I don't want to do it. So anyway,
the idea was to work out the most efficient way to get to Flinders Street.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking you walk from the Duke?
Well, the Duke of Wellington is our drinking pub of choice after
very close to the Forum.
Yep.
Right across the road. So we'll probably end up there. You've got
so the walk from the Duke to Flinders Street.
Yep.
And then getting a train from Flinders Street through the loop out to the Mernda line.
Yeah.
Or you walk from the Duke to Jolimont and save yourself the train time.
Well, the train time because of the city loop.
Correct.
Because the Jolimont, you don't go through the city loop. So I want to do the walk to Jolimont.
Yes.
To avoid the city loop.
So Tactical Genius to my right believes that it's quicker.
Excessive of 500 meters difference.
Okay.
In the traveling side.
And I think it's the difference between the Duke to Jolimont and from the Duke to Flinders is under 500 meters.
All right. We have got
difference. You said 300, but
I said 300, but you think it's a considerable amount, so you're going over 500 meters.
Yeah.
Okay, because under 500 meters, that's like one lap of an oval. That's not very far.
True.
All right.
All right. We've got Google Maps here ready to go.
Maps.
Let's get the numbers.
Flinders Street 2, the Duke of Wellington. I need to press enter, don't I?
Oh my goodness me.
And the walk is
600
meters.
Okay.
Oh, I could be in trouble here.
Gee,
so
that's actually more than what I thought it would be, to be honest.
No,
I'm
it
a
is.
bit worried.
It's
No, it's a
further than you
distance.
think.
It's a distance.
You do think it's
Jolly
further than you think?
and they swapped that
Jollymont.
for Jollymont Station.
At the same time, look where it's dropped the Flinders Street pin.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's
No, but
half-
that's. I probably would end up that far down the platform.
yeah. Okay, once you go.
Okay,
into,
so
yeah,
once
okay,
you go,
right, fair.
so I got to walk that far. All right, so I'll put in Jollymont Station because I'll put me
I'll
at the
click it on.
platform.
It's right there.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
So what was it? 600 meters.
1.2
600
600 meters.
Oh,
Da,
it's
da,
just
da,
over.
da, 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 da. I told ya.
So it's a 9-minute walk compared to a 17-minute walk. But
17-minute
if
walk.
you're off your face, like I expect you will be, we'll turn that to a 25-minute walk.
No, I walk quicker.
Yeah, I've seen you walk drunk. It's
But-
quite, it's quite
yeah.
humorous, actually.
Should put into consideration maybe a stop by the coppers. Just wondering if you're okay.
Tactical urination.
three toilets along the way. Toilet stops.
Yeah, oh, you got Cook's Cottage. You're gonna
Yeah.
bypass that.
Oh.
So we put a 6-pack on that, did we, Pete?
No, we didn't do anything. We just said it'd be a great
Weak.
debate live on air.
Weak.
I really thought that it would be closer than that. That's the Jollymont Station too. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Duh.
All right. I can see defeat. If I was down the platform a little bit this side, it could make a considerable distance change, but I need to enter. So I'll take it. All right. Sorry.
I can't wait for these drunken messages on Friday night.
Well, where's the bridge? The bridge is
All right, let's move on.
No,
Pete.
that's
You
the
lost.
bridge there,
Oh my god.
isn't it? Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have to walk down.
Yeah, lost.
So you're out of this one.
I
mate.
lost.
You're out of
All
this
right,
one.
I can
sorry,
see,
mate.
but not by much. Not
Doesn't-
by much. It was
Doesn't
pretty
matter.
close.
Loss is a loss.
All right, let's move on.
Alrighty. It is our second last week of our pack to premiership.
Let's get on it.
This week is the draft. So we all have 18 players ready to hit the field. So today we'll be doing our mock draft. So we get 6 picks each.
Yep.
Based on a randomizer for our draft picks.
All the cards that were dispensed of during the 6 weeks
Yes.
of picking out 18.
Yes, I have our draft slab
Yep.
here ready to go to divvy out our players. So without further ado,
Who gets pick 1?
click to spin.
Oh.
This is courtesy of wheelofnames.com. Shout out for a
I
sponsorship.
use it quite often in my teaching.
All right, pick one, round one.
Here we go.
Who gets it? Is it still spinning?
It is going to.
Yes!
It's going to the tactical genius. All righty.
Forward,
No,
GWS captain.
no.
One,
I need this guy.
one Toby Green.
He's done it to piss me off.
What do you mean?
You had
That's
the
why he's
chance.
done it.
You had the chance to pick him up.
You remember the pack that he came in for me? It was unbelievable. I couldn't
Mate,
pick up Toby
You've,
Green.
you've lost twice in a row.
Toby, thank you. Just
I got to look at the other forwards now.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Pick 2 for round 1.
Do you need to put down that he's been picked up by?
Yeah, I just
Yes, I
highlighted.
would.
Highlight
Just-
Toby. He's done.
I'm not great at this, but
Enigma, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. All right. A small forward or a small back.
Oh, there's a good small
yes.
forward in that, at least, I reckon, Pete.
Look, I've got a favorite. I haven't even looked through them properly. Yeah, okay. I think I know who you're thinking of, but I don't think I'm going to go with them.
Not Jamie Cripps.
Is he there? Is he?
He's there.
Where's he? Jamie Cripps.
Don't help him out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there he is. Would you call him small?
Oh, yeah.
I call him like medium. He's like, I'd say slightly taller than Jamie Elliott, but plays
183 centimeters.
Yeah,
Smallish.
it's not 170. So
That's my height,
Anyway.
pretty much.
I'm gonna go Alex Fazolo. Just a favorite.
Alex Fazolo.
He was
I-
a good
I- I
player in
had
his
a-
prime.
I had a feeling.
Compared to Jamie Cripps, though,
Alex Fazolo in his prime was good.
yeah, his prime was very
Thank
short.
you.
All right. Fair enough.
yeah.
Alex
That
Fazolo. My
leaves-
team's strong enough anyway. I mean, he'll be on the bench.
That, that leaves myself. I am going to be going for one. Jamie Cripps. I need some
Jamie
smalls.
Cripps in
I need
the
some
forward.
smalls. Yep.
There we go.
Alrighty, that concludes.
So how many picks do we have?
6 each.
6 orders.
Yeah. So that gives us 4 on a bench and 2 to delist.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Who gets number 1 pick?
If Hookie gets this again, I swear to God.
Not this time. Sammy, it's all yours, baby.
I'm gonna have to go for a back, I think.
They can get the backs up,
Yeah.
please.
Get the backs up. There we
Um,
go. We should have really thought this through.
what's wrong with this?
No, go. Keep going. Oh, I know how I'd go. Yep. But this probably comes down to personal favorites, really, because they've been
To a degree.
these guys have been delisted, and you're picking up your utilities.
Well, some of
your
these
favourite
players you haven't had the chance to pick up. Like there's a couple there who I've never had the chance to
Yep,
select.
True.
Gone
Okay.
Rory Laird.
Rory
Yeah,
Laird.
Australian.
nice. As a
Good
back.
use of footy player.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. Very good.
Alrighty. Pick
Two
two,
down to
round
midfield.
two. Pardon me.
Here we go. Ooh.
Yep.
Here
Let's
goes.
just,
It's
let's,
just
let's,
gone
let's,
Sam
let's,
again.
let's just roll that one again.
Well, oh yeah, that doesn't quite work, doesn't it?
No, that's right.
I think you might have to. Well, then you have to put the.
Then I have
names
to
back
redo it
in.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Pete, it's yours.
Okay.
Enigma.
I need a back as well. Oh, this is sort of two there now. I'm either thinking between Jake Lloyd or Adam Sard as a runoff half back.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Jake Lloyd. Lloyd.
Lloyd.
So he goes into my back line or possibly off the bench, but I need to strengthen the back line.
and
a
better
little
get
bit.
his gold, Jake Lloyd, as well.
Well, I mean, like, I would say that he's probably not reaching his heights that he used to at the moment, but he's still a handy player.
All right.
Andrew.
Go look at the midfielders, please.
It's going to take forever.
Midfielders, sorry. Oh, yep. Okay, here we
Thank you.
go. I told you this would take forever.
Oh, it's a long
It's
list.
a long list.
What do we do?
It's-
I mean, you've got to pick Power Pepper just based on the fact that you look like him.
Yeah.
Can you pick Power
No,
Pepper?
I'm not going to.
You have to.
The GWS Jet, Josh Kelly.
I was going to say,
Josh Kelly.
Nank's still free as a ruck.
I've already got two ruckmen. Don't need that.
You can delist Max Gorn. That's all I'm saying.
This is going to take a while to find.
No, I think we'll do three this week, three next week.
Done.
Fair.
Sorry, who do you want?
Josh Kelly.
Josh Kelly, good pickup.
Very good pickup.
Yep, I like that.
More of the
So-
GWS flavour. Toby and Josh in the same
Mhm,
draft hand.
mhm, mhm.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, round three.
Here we go.
This is exciting. I'm loving
Come
I
it.
on.
haven't had a number one pick yet.
Come on. Oh, Pete, this is yours.
You're up.
Yep.
Is this one of your teacher tools because it's sort of fair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
Fair.
we've all had number one pick.
Yeah.
That's. Is it rigged? All right, I gotta go. There's not that many forwards. There seems to be more backs and mids. So, Cripps is picked up.
Yeah, there's stuff all the way forward.
Ooh, do I go Lewis Jetta? Oh, Tom McDonald. Oh wait, yeah. Okay.
Why don't you go
wait.
Tim Embry? You love a dud rejects like your club.
Oh, yeah, this is really hard.
Yeah,
Liam Picken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was super solid until he got
All the
smashed down by
concussion
injury,
issues, yeah.
concussion injuries.
Mm.
They're a very, very good player. Like the Bulldogs do not win that grand final without him.
Yeah, fair call.
All
There
right.
you
Here
go.
you go,
Yep.
Sammy.
That's another gold one.
It
Another
is.
gold one. Thank you. All right. Who's up next?
Round three, pick two is not Peter again.
Oh, it's closest to me. Just use. With Pete's dick size, that's how far it was to mine.
Otherwise known as a bee's dick.
Here
Anyway.
we go. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, go
Here we
ahead,
All right. Pete, defenders, please. Backman.
Defenders.
Thank you.
Up.
Jake Lloyd.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Good user of the footy. Can play in the wing. I like him.
Yep.
Good user of the footy.
Is there two Jake Lloyds? I just picked him up.
Yeah, no, he just picked Jake Lloyd. So
Yeah.
You
No,
must.
that's who I picked.
Did you pick him as a midfielder or a defender?
Defender.
yeah.
Oh, so you go, well, there's multiple players who are playing for more than one team. We both have Scott Pendlebury.
No, there's
Wait. Did
there's-
you go want the backs or the mids? What do you need?
No, Backman. Jake, did you?
I've got Lloyd.
Oh,
He picked
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Well, you were meant to highlight.
I had to
it.
double check myself that I
you
picked
goose.
him.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know how. To,
Just highlight it.
I'm not great on computers.
Just add an asterisk.
Too
late now. But
Sorry.
anyway.
Then, well,
Surely you can remember like 6 players that have been.
Anyway.
picked.
four-time
You should have been
premiership,
able to remember. Go.
four-time premiership player, Grant Birchall.
Okay.
Yeah, solid. I like it. Yeah.
Very important part of the Hawthorn
So
trifecta.
Sammy, the
Thank
last
you.
pick of the. Oh wait, are we picking 3 or?
No, it's doing 3.
Yeah, so you got 3.
I've
Yeah,
got
you
three.
got the
I
last
3.
pick.
All right.
Do I have 3? Oh, yeah. Fazolo picking
I really need some
Lloyd.
backs.
So you need a back. I'll keep the backman up
Yep.
there for you so you can have a look. You need some run with players. Do you need a...
I do.
Why don't you go your favourite, Braden Maynard? Real Melbourne supporters' favourite,
Don't go there.
Braden Maynard.
Don't go there.
Oh, we're going there later. Don't you worry about that. Let's go.
I think you need a tall defender, Sammy. You got
Uh,
Darcy Moore.
Yeah.
Other than that, the rest are running backs.
Who is a tall...
Oh, I see
back?
it. I see it. Very good player. Plays up forward as well for flexibility. I'll be surprised if you don't pick him up.
I'm thinking Zach Williams.
What? A tall defender?
I'm thinking.
Sammy.
Thinking.
You pick and I'll let you know who you should have
Who
got.
are you thinking?
Oh, it's obvious. Is
Maybe I'm missing...
clear as daylight who you should be picking up in this list if you want a tall, quality defender.
What's remaining isn't exactly great.
Are you, if it's someone you're thinking of, I think you overrate him. You say he plays up forward as well
He can. He did play up forward from time to time.
in the ruck a little bit.
No,
It's definitely not Zach Jones.
definitely not Zach Jones. It's not who I'm thinking of.
The only one I'm thinking of. Let's talk. Lockie
it out.
Henderson.
That's
Nah, it's not the one I'm thinking
Who
of.
plays up forward there that also plays down back?
Ah,
Come on, tell me.
no, I'll give it away. And he'll
Okay,
pick
well,
it.
he can pick him if he wants.
No. He's got to think about
this.
himself.
Look at this. The competitiveness in him comes out. That's why he picked up.
He picked the best players.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Sammy. It's not that hard.
Dude,
That's what she said.
Dude.
Time.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm going Maynard.
Maynard.
We've got
Yeah,
three,
solid.
3 more picks.
He plays tall.
We got
Harry
we got-
Taylor.
Oh, yeah. I was
All Australian
Oh,
multiple times. How did you not pick him as
Jeez,
a
how did
tall
I-
defender?
How did I even miss him? as
I
well?
think that's an absolute gaffer, Sammy
Are
boy.
you going to pick him?
If he's available,
Why
absolutely.
didn't you pick him then?
Because I don't need a tall. I've got 3 tall defenders.
Hey, there's your captain right there, Braden Maynard.
Mind games.
Braden Maynard, captain. Right there.
Please.
Alrighty. There's our 3 picks.
All right.
Next week will be our further
Final
3.
three.
Then we'll go to our final teams a week after that.
Beautiful.
Let's finally talk sports. We're 17 minutes in.
Let's
Do
go.
we go back to last week's footy games?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know,
Well, quickly, I tell you, let's go. Adelaide Geelong. In fact,
Adelaide Geelong.
This
yeah.
is a good week of footy. There was 6
It
games.
was a really good week of
6
footy.
games of the 8 under 10 points.
Do we care about the buys? Like, did you notice that teams were on a buy
Not with this round because of the games.
because the games were good?
Yeah.
I did because Richmond were one of those 2 teams who played the bye.
And it was
Had the
only
bye.
so one. We had one game.
There's only 2 teams with the bye. Yeah,
Mm.
correct. But yeah, Adelaide by a point.
Yeah.
Big win for them. It could set their season up for a big second half now.
Yeah, absolutely. And they seem to be getting their close games done, the Adelaide Crows, or they're having a few close ones, and they got over the line in this one. Geelong travelling, questionable.
Well, they've lost their last 2 now.
I think Geelong in general are questionable right now.
They're so I don't understand Geelong. Like, is it because that they manage their teams or they try to manage their teams throughout the year that you can sometimes get? I know this was a close loss, but sometimes you get these performances where they just get blown out of the water as well by teams that you just would never expect.
Well, Freo had them for their first half in their game a couple of weeks back.
Mm.
So
Well, I mean, the only positive, I guess, from a Geelong point of view, Patrick Dangerfield finally played majority in the midfield, and he was a bull.
He
It
was
was
good.
vintage Dangerfield, particularly in that first half. But unfortunately, didn't get enough contributors from their other gun players. Cameron was well held. Stewart had a stinker, and in fact, what Adelaide did, they tagged Stewart with Archie. Surely teams look at that and do the same. Because we saw Tom Stewart get tagged a couple of years ago, and they had to play him in the midfield to just free him up, and it didn't work. So surely from this point on, teams put a defensive tag on Tom Stewart.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen it done before with Tom Stewart, and it can be successful at times. The difference in this game, though, was, and I know you love talking down Geelong players, so you went there first, but the difference in this game was Jordan Dawson.
Oh,
3
what a
goals.
performance.
Like, what he's going through, we know his personal, well, I wouldn't call them issues. He's just got things going on
Well,
in his
definitely his
personal life
brother.
there for his brother. What he's then doing on the field is purely magical.
And that last quarter goal where he took the mark against 2 and then wheeled on his left foot and went bang from outside 50. That's one of the
Unbelievable.
plays of the season, let alone just this game.
Absolutely. So Adelaide getting it done, 11 goals, 9.75 to Geelong, 10 goals, 14. So a little bit inaccurate there from Geelong. We moved to the Friday night's game, which was
This was
probably
good.
game of the round. We all attended it.
We did.
And we don't even support
Oh,
these two sides.
Game of the rounds. Do you reckon our game was up there?
I think this was better.
Yeah?
than ours. Ours was good.
Oh,
ours probably
the
second.
spice in
spice
this
in
game made
this,
it
yeah.
unbelievable.
For no reason, though. For absolutely no reason.
I agree. But do we think it was the Bulldogs taking on Hawthorn, by the way, at the MCG? The Dogs getting over the line by 1 goal. Do you think it was a tactic by the Western Bulldogs, the fact that they did get under the skin of Hawthorn? And I loved it, to be honest, because you know what Hawthorn do? They try to rile up the crowd. They're too big for their boots, Hawthorn is what they are. I'd like to say some other words. Some of them are little turds, is what I'd love to say.
I know which player you're referring to. When you're
I'll
saying
just
little
say some of
turd.
them, and actually, no, I'm going to
No,
go.
say it.
There's at least a few turds in the Hawthorn side.
Well,
And Bulldogs got the better of them.
I'll say this: James Sicily is a captain.
Oh, yeah.
His performance was disgusting. He was more interested in having a verbal with young Lewis.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
we saw that goal in the Bulldogs kicking in the third quarter when the Dogs were making their run, and he was doing that.
What
He
a
was doing
dickhead.
exactly that,
What an
rather
absolute
than trying to
muppet.
talk to his defenders and saying,
This
"Look,
is
boys,
what I mean.
we got to stop the momentum."
Where do you see other teams doing that? They don't do that. Other teams care about their own team's performance and they celebrate within. And when I say within, you can celebrate with your teammates and you can pump your fists, whatever, high five, do your little celebration, Michael Jackson moves and all of that. You don't get stuck into the opposition. You respect your opposition. And Sicily, you're an idiot.
Where does this stem from, do we think? Is
Mitchell.
it Sam Mitchell problem?
Sam Mitchell, 100%.
Well, it's-
Because they all
it's
talk.
football.
They all talk about him being the new generational coach.
Is
you
he
know,
though?
the new-
I
that's
wouldn't
what I
say-
mean.
I wouldn't say he
He's
is.
just a,
He's a good coach.
he's just a turd as well, is what
Oh,
I would
come on,
say.
mate.
He was
Careful.
as a player.
Oh, he was.
He was
he-
player,
he-
ripping player.
He was the same as how they are.
I agree.
But him as a coach, he's got a lot of confidence in himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Let's be
I
honest.
mean, he has the right to. He's a good coach.
Absolutely,
So
Is he though?
he is.
yeah, he's had success.
Well, yeah, to an extent. I don't know. I think that Hawthorn, again, so far, still are overrated, but they're starting to get found out.
I agree, and I think teams know how to work them.
No Jack Gunston.
No, but but
There was
Uh,
another major out.
the
Who
fe-
else? They had one other out.
Oh, Barras is still
Barras,
out. They had
yeah,
some
yeah,
injuries.
But
They're
back,
two
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good
yeah.
players to come back.
I
in.
know, like Jack Gunston being out is all well and good, but the first quarter was very boring because it was such a defensively strong game from both teams.
Mm.
So I don't think that is what broke the camel's back.
Look,
Stopping Watson was the most important
this could
thing.
be a controversial comment. If Hawthorn kicked straight in the second half, I don't think we're talking
Different
about a
story.
Hawthorn
True.
loss.
Yeah,
True.
And this is the second game in about a month, the game against Collingwood, where they didn't kick straight, ended up
Mm.
being a draw.
Mm.
So it could be a bit different.
But they did stop Watson in the second
They did
half.
stop Watson. Michael Selwood, he's become a fan figure now because he had that big mark against Collingwood in the last quarter last week, held
Mm.
Watson pretty much statless in the second half. But the Dogs, full credit to them, they're winning all the tight games. And all of a sudden,
all the important games.
From a-
They're back.
they're back. They're in the top six.
Yeah.
They've got players still to come back in with, well, we don't know about Libba. We know Darcy's not coming back in, but
I guess we all rated them as a top 4 side once they did
Initially.
get a couple of those good wins initially. And a couple of players go out, a couple of players come in, maybe takes a couple of weeks to get used to the system and playing, at the top level rather than VFL football. And now they're back again. So are we talking top 4?
I'm not
At the
that
moment, I'm not
convinced.
there.
They're close.
They're close.
On
top,
the
top, they're
periphery.
top 6 easily.
They need a good run.
Yeah.
A good run at the back end of the season. Yeah. We moved to, did I get the scores there? 9 goals, 17, the inaccurate Hawks, 71 to 12 goals, 5, the Western Bulldogs. We move on to North Melbourne and Fremantle.
Your North Melbourne
This-
are crap.
They've turned a page.
They've turned a page.
Well, they had until this, well, maybe not this game, but yeah, not
This
a
is a
great performance.
joke.
But
Not-
they were right into this game
No,
up until
no, I'm
it was
sorry.
17 goals, 19 goals
19
straight.
goals straight.
19
Fremantle
goals
kick.
straight. They were right in this game.
But why does it happen? Because this is the second week
Well,
in 3
it
weeks.
is against the best team in
Well,
the
against Adelaide,
AFL.
they conceded 14 in a row.
Yeah, look, and Adelaide, we've seen now that they're definitely capable of doing some damage. They're a young side that are getting tired, and it's halfway through the season.
They're not that
makes sense
young.
to
They're
me.
not that young.
They're young.
They're not that young.
They're young.
Let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus how good
They're not
Fremantle
super
are.
young. I won't pay that.
Let's focus on the positive. Fremantle
No,
have won 12 in a
Fremantle
row.
are damn good.
They have got every box ticked. They've still got Caleb Sarong to come back.
Yeah.
Hader Young comes back in for his first game, kicks 2, he has plenty of the ball. Look at those goal kickers.
Yeah.
What, 8 multiple goal kickers, or 9, sorry.
Well, Adelaide last year, they had the three-prong attack, the big three.
Yep.
Now Fremantle is doing it.
Yep.
Is this the way forward for teams? Because a lot of teams would be going with the two big boys. Now their teams are starting to maybe go with three.
I think Fremantle have a bit more versatility because Voss plays like as a defensive forward. He's
Yeah.
done the job in Sicily. He's done the job on Wilkie. Didn't have to have a job against North Melbourne. North Melbourne don't have any quality defenders, to be frank. But the other difference between Fremantle and Adelaide, Fremantle's small forward brigade is bloody good as well.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
It's my only worry, are they peaking too early?
That's what I was going to bring up because at this point last year, Collingwood was winning the premiership, and now look where they are. Now, I don't think this is going to be a similar story because different demographic of players.
Their first 3 games they won.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say they're these sort of wins, so I wouldn't say they're picking too early at all.
Well, this is the first time they've actually belted a team.
Yeah.
Like properly belted a team. So that's a fair call.
It's North Melbourne. I think it's a young side getting tired. I think they.
Who are their young players though?
They just come off a bye though. This is their first game off a bye. They can't be tired. It was a crap performance.
It was a crap performance.
Who
but
are their young
I
players though?
I still believe that they've got the makings of a good side, and it will come good.
They do.
Well-
they have individual talent.
Yes,
They've
that's what I'll
got
go
well,
with.
they've got West Coast at Bunbury again because
Okay.
they're selling their games to Western Australia to get a bit of cash. If they don't win that, because of course West Coast beat North Melbourne earlier in the season when North were on their good run. So if they lose to West Coast twice in a year, Pete, you've got to say North Melbourne have not gone forwards.
How many wins they get last year?
Well, they've won more games. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
So they've gone forwards.
Minimally.
They've
Very
gone forward.
minimally.
Anyway, let's move on. Did I even get? I keep forgetting to give out the scores. North
You
Melbourne,
are-
4
you
goals,
are
7,
rusty.
31. Fremantle, 12 goals, 11, 150.
Wait, 12,
24 goals, mate.
Sorry, 24.
Jeez.
I am rusty.
Oh.
Gold Coast
Those
at
YouTube
Brisbane.
girls,
I'll
what
go
are
through
they
the
up
scores
to?
right now. 11 goals, 975 to Brisbane. 15 goals, 16, 106. Did you boys write off? I got this tip right. I know a lot of
I
people
didn't.
didn't.
I wrote off Brisbane. I said I'll never tip them again after their previous 3 weeks.
The thing is, the Gold Coast, they're fickle. And I
Well,
thought under the pressure,
weren't you saying they were premiers at the start of the year?
I did, but after the performances I've seen this year, I don't think much has changed since last year.
You're the
I
disappointment.
think they're finals material.
Oh, yeah, I
Definite
agree
top
with that.
10,
But-
but bottom end.
But you know what's disappointing about this game? They were coming off a bye.
Hmm.
Their midfield should have smashed Brisbane's midfield,
Yep.
considering the form they've been in. But none of their top players in Rao, Anderson, Petrarca, even Took, none of them had any impact whatsoever
Mhm.
in what is their biggest game of the home and away season.
Yeah. No, look, it was a good performance from Brisbane. I think it just the rest of the competition is starting to look over their shoulder and go, oh no. They're just turning the gears. This is what they've done the last couple of years.
They have.
They perform in the back end of the season. A lot of people had written them off even more, I would say, last season than what they are this season because we know what they're capable of. But this is what they do, and they time their run, and I could still easily see them winning the premiership.
It was
from
great to see Logan Morris get a real big bag.
Yeah.
Because he's been a very good player in their 2 premierships. He's now the number 1 forward, particularly with Oscar Allen out with that long-term injury. For him to kick a big bag against a pretty good defender in Sammy Collins,
there. Mhm.
that's a big tick to him.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on. West Coast and Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide getting the chocolates in this one. 10 goals, 11-71. West Coast at home to Port Adelaide, 11-77.
Oh, I tip West Coast.
See, I tip Port.
Yeah, I think
I
I
tip
tip,
Port.
I tip West Coast as well.
I don't. To be honest, I don't know why I tip Port.
I don't know why, because West Coast have been bloody good.
Port have been good in patches.
True. Oh, look,
I wouldn't say
They've
this
both
is,
been good in patches.
well,
I wouldn't say this is good.
I probably my thinking. I'm trying to think of what I was thinking, but I would have gone pound for pound. Port Adelaide still have a better team on paper.
well, West Coast beat Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval at the start of the year by a point.
Hmm.
But you look, I tell you what, Jake Waterman, if he could kick straight, he'll be up there in the Coleman medal. He's
Yeah.
absolutely clunking them. I think he ended up with 3 goals, 4, 3 goals, 5 on the night. But look, this wasn't a great game. It's fair to say. Why? It's no
No.
wonder why these teams are in the bottom 6.
close enough.
But
on
for
the
Port
scoreboard.
Adelaide, look, an important win away from home, and for Josh Carr, hopefully this can establish a more successful second half of the year. The real worry for West Coast, tell you what, Ginby, he was
Ginby.
going to be up
Is
there.
it Jimby or Gimby? I think it's Jimby.
Yeah, everyone. He was up there for All Australian in terms of being in the All Australian squad,
Mm.
but he's done a quad. And he's out for the rest of the year, so it'll be interesting to see how the West Coast back line can cope without.
That will cost
Their
him
best
big time because,
defender.
like you said, he's been super.
He's been
important
great.
for
He's
them.
undersized as well.
Yeah. Well, he's a big boy. Like in terms of, I mean, Who?
Well, Adam Simpson was saying he wins all the fitness testing.
He's an absolute athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, supreme athlete. And he's a big boy.
It's,
Like, if he ran through you, he would kill you.
oh, it hurt. Imagine him and
Kill or hurt. Like,
Yeah.
imagine him and Harley Reid at training going 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be good to watch.
that would be. All right, let's move on. This was a good game.
Oh, it's a great game.
Sydney
I fell
taking
asleep for the
on.
second half of this game.
This was very, very good.
Yeah.
Sydney, St Kilda, 15 goals, 14, 104. Sydney Swans getting over the top of St Kilda, 15 goals, 12, 102. It was a ripping game. Sydney's class in the end, probably the difference.
I feel
they
for
got
St
too many
Kilda.
match winners.
Twice they had 5-goal leads throughout the game.
Yeah.
And they blew it.
Yeah.
New Carlton.
And they played good footy too.
New Carlton.
It's a bit harsh. It's not a pattern. It was just a one-off. They haven't had a collapse like that in other games.
Have a look at those goal kickers for Sydney. 2 to Rosas, Heaney with 2, Kerno with 2, McLean, Warner with 2. That's just sharing the goals amongst some of their most dangerous players, isn't it?
In a game like this, I would have thought Charlie Kerno would thrive a bit more and get more of the bag.
Well, he had the matchup against an old teammate in Jack Silvani.
Yeah. But he's had a couple of good weeks on the trot now.
Against the real bad teams. Let's be honest.
Is St Kilda a
He's
bad team?
No. No, he's not to the extent of Richmond and West Coast bad.
Yeah.
He's a flat track bully, and he still is a flat track bully.
Yeah,
Charlie
okay.
Kerno.
Yeah.
But look, I loved you talking about the Michael Jackson celebrations. How about
Liam Ryan?
Liam Ryan?
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Again, Adam Simpson, I think, was on commentary and he was talking about Liam Ryan, and everyone sort of goes, "Oh, everyone puts him in the category of an old player. He's only 28, I think.
He's only 28.
He's only
No,
28.
I'm sorry. No chance. No
I think
way.
that's what he said. I could be wrong. I'm not going to say. Have a look at
Please
it.
check.
But-
How old?
29. What the hell?
29,
What
there
the
you go.
hell? He's younger than me.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
what?
got a lot of good football left in him.
Tell you
He's a
what,
dangerous small
That's
forward.
crazy.
I know a lot of St Kilda fans are worried about losing Darcy Wilson. Matthias Philippou, who they re-signed for $1 million per year, guess how many touches he had?
Yeah, go on.
6.
Mm.
And they're going to lose Darcy Wilson because they probably won't have enough money to pay him, who is a genuine potential superstar. I'll be a bit worried if I was St Kilda. Because if they won that game, you would have seriously said they were a top 10 chance.
Yep.
But now they're a game and a half
Fighting
outside.
for it.
They're really going to
Along
be
with
struggling.
Collingwood, I think.
Yeah, we're fighting with Collins. So it's going to be a real struggle for St Kilda to actually make it into the wildcard places.
All right, we move on to probably what was the worst game of the round skill-wise.
Oh, West Coast
but-
boy on par.
This was enthralling. This game, I kid you not, I'm not even just saying that. I just loved watching this game. Essendon took on Carlton. Essendon 72. It was because they were so bad, but they were so closely matched. It just made it entertaining on TV, and both supporters desperately wanted it.
It's like a car crash. You shouldn't watch, but you're going to watch it
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, that's exactly the feeling.
I felt sorry for Essendon fans because they were 4 goals up at one stage, and they were really
Do
thinking.
you really feel sorry for them?
A little
come
bit.
on.
Well, I tell you what, Carlton.
We grew up in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
so,
true, but
all right?
Carlton fans are getting extremely cocky for not much. I know they've won 4 in a row.
Mm,
They haven't beaten. They beat Geelong. That was a good win.
good
But
win.
the other 3 wins.
So.
So they're getting very
But
cocky.
you
They're
gotta-
saying we're not going to lose a game for the rest of the year. I want someone to really beat down
But
Carlton.
they could. They could make
Oh.
finals. No, what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Mathematically, they
Sorry,
can.
that's what I meant. They
That's
could make
different to them
finals.
not losing a game.
No,
for the rest
they're
of the
gonna.
year.
No. No, I didn't mean that. But they could make finals.
Tell
They
you
could go on a run and make
Harry
finals.
McKay's blitzing it.
Yep.
He's really enjoying
back.
the split forward ruck role. He kicked 3 goals. He was probably their most influential
And
player.
that was one of the things that was enthralling about this.
Oh,
was
Ben
the two
McKay playing up
brothers
forward
both playing up forward.
Yeah.
They ended up in fisticuffs at one stage.
in the last
Good.
quarter.
It was just enthralling battle, and there was a bit of heat in this one as well, a bit like Bulldogs and Hawthorn on Friday
I'll
night.
tell you what, Essendon fans were absolutely spewing that last quarter when Brody Kemp was pushed into the fence. It was
Yeah.
the softest contact.
It was there.
You
You have to
reckon?
pay that free
Oh,
kick. Yeah. As an umpire, you're paying that every day.
Well,
of the
they
week.
got a goal out of it. And in the end,
It was there.
that was the difference
I'm
in the
not,
games.
I'm not upset with that one. All right, we move on to another good game of the round. It was Collingwood and Melbourne. Collingwood, the home team, 11 goals, 975 to Melbourne, 12 goals, 1183. For me, I'll have my say first. I'll let you say. Or do you want to get the winners
No,
first? All right,
no,
go
no,
to
no,
winners
no, 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 no. One thing I do want to say is how good was the MCG
first.
for Freeze Mende?
Oh,
it
and the
was-
beanies.
It was all
You wouldn't have
turned
thought
on.
it was
It was a
Collingwood
sea.
Melbourne.
It
Just
was
by
a
looking at the
sea of
beanies.
Yeah, because you
beans.
just see the beanies.
88,000 people
At the G.
at the G.
Yep.
I guess Melbourne supporters aren't used to it, so yeah, it would have been a sight for you. Sorry, keep going.
Jeez,
Just a little underarm.
Must mute his
wow.
mic. Take the
Yeah,
mic
right,
off.
yeah. No, but well done, Melbourne. Like not the football club, just Victoria and Melbourne for making it out there.
And the beanies
Unbelievable.
are still selling very strongly.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
The walk in the morning. I
Yeah.
think that they have a breakfast now.
Yep.
Even then, you get to the G. You have the sliders. They're all funny, dressed up, and all of that.
Dale Thomas was a pisser.
That
That was
looks
the
like
best.
Mick Mulhouse.
His imitation was spot on.
Yeah, it was really
It was
good.
good.
Best one, you reckon?
100%.
Out of all of them?
I don't know what's his name.
Um,
The netballer is Kylie.
Oh,
Minogue was
Kylie Minogue,
pretty
yeah,
good.
it was-
That was
Joe
pretty good
West.
if you
Didn't
ask
mind
me.
that. Yeah, didn't mind.
Didn't
that.
mind how he's the chief.
Yeah, that was good. And
yeah,
Howie's
yeah.
built a little bit. Like he's a
He's,
fit
he's,
man.
he's a shredded guy.
Yeah, he's
He's marathons, I think.
He's
Proper.
a surfer. He's,
looks-
he's,
yeah,
he's an
yeah.
athlete. Howie.
He's definitely a fit guy. But getting back to Dale Thomas, the reason why I loved it so much is that if you know the story of Dale Thomas and Mick Malthouse throughout the career, that's imitation is the best form of flattery, and that would be why he chose Mick Malthouse.
Yep.
You know, the polo he wore was actually
Mick Malthouse's,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went
yeah.
and got it out of the
Awesome.
wardrobe, which is awesome. Quick story, like Dale Thomas's father was a bit of a drinker and not too much in his life. Mick Mulhouse sort of took him under his wing
Father
once
figure.
he was his father figure,
Yep.
and they had every single game before the start of the game, Dale Thomas and Mick Malthouse had to have a kick to kick.
that's cool.
Which best, like I said, the best form of flattery is impersonation, and then Maxwell coming out. So
Yeah,
I won't
that's cool.
keep taking that. was-
Kazai Pickett, Sabby. Let's talk about Kazai Pickett because he was the match winner.
Wow, we started off with the first goal. It's only fitting that he finished
He
off with
kicked
the
the
first
last
goal of the
goal.
game.
Yeah, we left him off the loose in the first
Quarter, yeah.
Yep.
Because Ben Allen, when he eventually got on
Ed
him,
Allen,
Ed Allen, sorry, Ben Allen,
the ex-Fremantle coach.
of course. Ed Allen actually did a good job. He did a good job on him for the
He's done some
majority
decent-
of the game. Pickett had a good start and a good end. For me personally, he didn't deserve to be best on the ground.
Well, no, look,
Fritsch,
I agree because they changed the ruling or the description of the medal the day before
yeah,
to be like not necessarily the best player on the day, but the one who shows the most leadership, most sportsmanlike.
Cozzy playing on with 40 seconds to go. He stuffs that kick up right at the end.
No, but
You
it's
wouldn't be
about,
saying best leadership for Cozzy.
wow. I would no, I agree. I wouldn't have said he's the most suitable candidate,
Who
No,
was the best
I-
player on the ground then?
but it's not. No, but it's not for the best player on the
Oh,
ground.
well, okay, who was best on there?
He was arguably the best player on the ground, but
I think Bailey Fritsch was the best player on the ground.
he's second half.
Second half.
I wouldn't
First
say
half didn't
first
do
half.
much.
We didn't have an answer for him.
Well, when Maynard went off, he would have been the perfect matchup for Fritsch.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Definitely not Van Rooyen, I can
I
tell you
think
that.
if the Pies had a one, it may have been Nick Dacos, but for me, it probably would have been Jordan to go if he had slotted those two
I
goals.
would have agreed Jordan
If
Goey.
if he slots
yeah.
those two goals, he ends up with 4.
Yeah. That's fair
So,
call.
that was for me. Look, I thought the difference in the game was that both sides were pretty evenly matched throughout the game. The scoreline suggests that. The difference for me, Collingwood made crucial mistakes at crucial times. That handball right into the middle of the field from Jordan De Goey.
That was horrible.
What is he doing?
That was horrible.
The fact that Quaynard didn't go hard enough at Bailey Fritsch, what was he doing? I think Lloyd on the Footy Show highlighted all of these, and I was thinking the exact same thing when
Yeah.
the game was happening. It was more like, what are you doing?
There was a passage of play as well in our half forward line.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm not taking the piss. I'm just saying what I
Mhm.
saw. Nick Dacos did not go hard at a contest. It's almost like he stepped back and saw a couple of players almost collide.
Yeah, well, look, I don't blame players now for not going like into contests where you're going to get collisions that way. I hate players not going the one-on-one, really putting in
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
of a bump or something like that when there's not going to be collisions at speed.
Sure.
That's where I would be like, you can back out of that if that's okay. But where you got to, make a contest, you got to make a contest. That's where I don't like it. So I'm never too, I wouldn't go too hard at players about that one. But we got to talk about Billy Frampton. He's in his case at the moment.
Yes.
We do have that live.
Oh, the
How are we
verdict
going?
is
There
in.
is a verdict.
And what is it, Sammy?
He is clear to play.
Oh, clear to play. That
Mm.
surprises me.
From
I
3
was-
weeks to nothing.
I would have been hoping it was
That's
downgraded. But
embarrassing.
Well, look, my problem with this is
Not for the reason you probably think.
the problem is, and then we've been saying this about the
No, I
tribunal
wasn't
for
saying, but okay.
years. The tribunal is so outcome driven.
Yeah.
Because if Mychik doesn't fracture his neck, I don't think Frampton even gets looked at.
No.
but because of the distressing scenes we saw where Michael was convulsing
And-
on the ground.
Our thoughts and everything go to him. With thank God he's up walking. Apparently,
Yes.
he's probably
Yeah.
not going to play for the rest of the year. So
A day after surgery.
we like I actually did. I teared up. I don't think Corona saw me on the couch, but I did. I love Myercheck. And then when the Melbourne players went over to him, and then the Collingwood players, that's when I teared up. So our thoughts go to him, but he probably added to that tackle.
Well,
His own injury.
he was in a
The fact
position.
he slipped.
He was in a very vulnerable position with his head.
Is that his fault?
No. So maybe not his fault, but it wasn't Billy Phantom's fault either.
No. I'm not gonna.
No. Go.
Stipulate. Could he have released the tackle earlier?
Could he though, falling backwards?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Because the
as
momentum of Myercheck coming through, that's driving Frampton backwards, but also with the angle of his neck going.
it's very circumstantial.
Michael was in a very vulnerable
Compromised.
position.
Yeah. AFL players, they're taught to tackle till the whistle. I get that. Billy Frampton, he's not a malicious guy at the same time,
No.
so I'm not holding a grudge on this.
No.
And what's your thoughts, Pete, about the Braden Maynard?
I would have thought this could have been downgraded to one match somehow.
I'm sorry, you can't go from 3 to 0.
I'm okay.
I
I'm
agree with
okay. I'm okay with one match because, again,
Duty of
outcome
care.
driven, duty of care. It still sends the signal to the players like, hey,
Be careful.
just be careful. We know this one's an awkward situation, so I wouldn't have cared if it was one match. The one that I care about is Pickett's leg being stuck up clearly on purpose in the air to trip Braden Maynard. It cost us a goal. It busted Braden Maynard's shoulder, and he gets
he had-
fine.
sorry,
Sorry,
he
for
had
the
a dodgy
second
shot.
time.
He had
He
a
popped
dodgy
it out
shot.
once already.
Agree, but that doesn't matter. It still happened. If the tribunal so process outcome or result outcome, why is this not being matches?
I think tripping these days doesn't get a suspension
Tripping
at all.
is so
It is dang what?
serious. It's
Break
so-
legs.
break legs, ACLs. Like we talk about that sliding in. That's softer than sticking up your leg and trying to trip someone over. That's just the worst, one of the worst decisions of the whole entire year.
Well,
I kid you
and
not.
he got fined.
He
So-
got
so the AFL
only
's-
fined.
Yeah, I can see what your argument there.
It is the worst decision of the year for the AFL. Like I'm disillusioned by the AFL of this decision. Do you know how serious tripping is? When I was going through the umpiring ranks, if there was a trip, that's treated seriously because of those reasons, because of the result of injury. That's what the rules are put in place there for. They're there to keep the players safe. In the back, too high, all of that. Okay? Most of the rules there are there to keep the players safe. What are we doing? He tripped him.
Well, look, Dustin Fletcher.
If I was out here and I tripped you at the top of the stairs, you fall down and break your neck, I'm a shit bloke and I deserve to go to jail.
That's a bit different.
No, that's-
So we'll say you don't need a trip to be a shit bloke.
No, but think about that. Think about that. If I,
Oh, no.
like,
No,
I deserve
know.
to go to jail.
Oh, it's assault.
Like that's assault,
Absolutely.
and with really really poor outcomes. Oh, what happens here?
Oh, no, look,
It's ridiculous.
yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. And to think, one of the recent Hall of Famers was a regular tripper, and he got suspended often.
Yeah,
in
but
Dustin
he
Fletcher.
got suspended for a good amount of time.
Yeah,
a
2-3
couple of
weeks.
those times
Yep.
when he was tripping. So I don't understand this one. It makes me hate the game. Like it actually does. Like I'm not even.
Oh,
kidding.
come on,
Nah,
mate.
it does because I love the rules. The rules are there to keep the players safe for the most part. There's some rules that keep the ball moving, whatever. But the rules are there to keep the players safe. This is not keeping the players safe.
Okay, so they need to overhaul the ruling on tripping then, is what you're saying.
I don't know when it changed to a fine. It should be at least one game. That act, at least minimum.
Yeah, but then he went in the Brownlow.
He's not going to win the Brownlow.
Anyway, I'm very happy with this win. This was a win that
Good
we
win.
really needed.
Yep.
And for such a young team, it's a very mature win as well.
Yep.
So
And your MCG unbeaten record continues. as well.
yeah, I know, right? I was a
Love
bit,
the G.
it was a bit nervous for a little bit there, but no,
Quickly.
it was
Oh yeah, sorry. Keep going.
very happy.
Let's go to it next week.
Tips.
Game starting tomorrow.
Dogs, Adelaide. I could be attending this. Not sure. Depends how
Dogs with
Dogs.
Adelaide losing Tex Walker, no Isaac Rankin still.
Close
Yeah,
game.
Dogs. Nah.
No.
No.
Reckon
Adelaide
the
beat the
Dogs-
Dogs last
Bulldogs
year.
by 25 or 30.
Ooh, I'm going below 15 points
Yep.
to the Dogs. Geelong and the
Oh,
Suns
who
at
knows?
home. Geelong,
Who knows?
GM,
Suns
HVAC.
will be a lot better than last week, but still Geelong.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared to tip Geelong now.
Oh, GMHBA, come
I'm
on.
going Geelong at home.
Yeah,
You have
Geelong,
to.
Yeah, you're right, Geelong.
I think you have to. But I can see why the Suns could
Yep.
win that one.
Danger game this one, Savvy.
Banana peel game for you. Like, these are the ones. Now you've had
This
a good
is
enough
not the
start.
MCG, boys.
Not
We're not
Adelaide
losing.
Oval.
We're not losing.
You've got a good enough start now. These are the games that you just got to bank.
I know.
You just got to
I,
bank.
I know.
Days will win.
These will win.
$1.17.
Crap.
Hey, do you know the Melbourne Collingwood game was $1.90 each way?
Yeah.
That's
I believe
crazy.
that. Yeah. Well, I thought that going in. I'm
Mm.
like, this is a 50-50 game.
Yep.
Yeah, Essendon, so bad. So bad. They actually performed.
They beat them.
That was a
How does that
mulligan.
happen?
Because Adelaide.
Mm.
Gather round.
Gather around. North and the
Piss off.
Eagles. I don't mind this.
No, it's going to be another car crash. I don't want to watch.
Oh, in Bunbury. If
Oh.
North don't win this,
How
they're a
is this-
joke of a club.
How is this a Saturday afternoon game?
Because that's the ones. This is the one they hide away. No one watches this one.
Oh,
This is
North.
what they do.
Just
We got Port and Sydney.
this could be an all right game.
Sydney aren't playing
know.
too well. Sydney, they just beat St Kilda.
Yeah.
They lost to Geelong. And
Are
they're-
they just getting by on pure talent?
at the moment they are?
Yeah.
I think so, but they should be.
I'm going
Port.
Sydney.
Sydney, yep, I got to go there. Richmond and Brisbane. Who is watching this game, by the way? Because I'm certainly not.
Ninja Stadium.
Well, I'll be flicking through the Socceroos game.
That's what I
at 2
mean. This
o'clock.
is up against
I'm
the
at work. I
Socceroos.
can't even watch the soccer.
Richmond by 10. We've got a few players back this week.
$9.20, mate.
That's
Load
the
up.
odds. I'll take that.
This has one of those smells where, remember how you always used to beat Sydney when they were up and about?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got that smell about it. a
In
little bit.
Hobart, it's a neutral venue. Brisbane, I don't think I've played at Ninja Stadium before, so you just never know.
I'm going Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane.
Brisbane. St Kilda and GWS.
Oh, this is another
I'm
stinky
going.
game.
No, I'm going GWS. I feel like they can get the reaction.
Well,
Yeah, I do too. I'm
Did the bye come at the wrong time for them? Because before the bye, they got their season back on track with the win against your boys. They beat Brisbane.
could make them better.
Well, you'd hope so.
Mm.
On talent, Giants, but I would not be surprised at Marvel if Saints get up. To be honest,
Mhm.
that's a good game.
All right. We're moving on from footy. Anything else, boys?
Kay Chandler signed a contract extension till 2031.
Actually, we
5-year
didn't
deal.
mention him in the game. Collingwood put a lot of effort into Kay Chandler.
Still one.
I agree. They shut him down, but it's just interesting that Collingwood, how highly they valued Kay Chandler. I do,
Oh,
personally.
yeah.
but I don't think a
I've
team.
said it to you boys before. He can have my children. I don't care.
I don't think a team has put any effort into him previously.
Can
So
I-
just
can
an
I- another
interesting-
thing about the game, how aroused were you, Samuel, when Harvey Langford laid that tackle on Nick Dacos with a minute to go?
I've out of respect for you, I've been holding back so
Did
much.
you private message him?
Oh, we were
Just-
talking about it. I have the video on my
You
phone.
can,
I've
you can talk
saved
about it because I
Oh
would have
my
given it to you
God.
if it was Nick
Oh
Dacos.
my
Don't worry.
god, I got so aroused. You next time you
That's
see,
all right.
next time you see Claudia, ask her my reaction to that live. And you pointed out to me who had better disposal efficiency for that game.
For the game, Harvey.
Thank you.
He's struggling, Nick Dacos, with his kicking. He gets the license to do it.
Half
but-
time, he was
and then-
44%.
Yeah,
You know the
he's
surprising
struggling with
that
his
goal he
kicking.
kicked in the first quarter, which was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And then he butchers the ball with a regulation 20, 30-meter pass.
I think he'll be up there in the Brownlow at the moment, but I don't think he deserves it.
They're saying, yeah, but the umpires are seeing the stats now.
Stats, yeah. Do they get disposal?
well, now that will be interesting. That's a very interesting point. Do they get the efficiency?
And the fact that, like, I guess as an umpire, there's 4 out there now, but as an umpire, you see the kick happen, you move on pretty quickly. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Nick Dacos had to kick.
Yeah, but one of them would see where
then
it goes.
You see, yeah, where it goes. That's right, the intercept mark. That seems to happen a lot at the moment.
But yes, to summarize, yes, I was extremely
excited.
erect.
All right. One thing that has just passed a lot of Australian sports supporters at the moment is Bangladesh beat Australia. Now, I know this is in the cricket. Sorry, we've moved on to cricket here.
Oh, I
Overseas.
thought you were talking about volleyball.
Bangladesh beat Australia. Now, I know it's the Australian B-side in a way, but I don't know. This just starts to sing alarm bells for me for Australian
Well,
cricket.
Australia lost to Pakistan 2-1
Yeah.
before this Bangladesh series.
Pakistan's a bit of a pass.
But
like,
Bangladesh
that's
beat
okay.
Pakistan 2-0 in a test series. So you don't underestimate Bangladesh.
Well,
and
their
their home
fast
conditions.
bowler is
Well,
unbelievable.
Rana.
What's his name? Rana,
Oh,
yeah.
bowling 150 clicks. He was bloody good.
And a bit of bounce
Yeah.
too. A lot of carry through. Yeah,
It's
he
a
bowled
different
really well.
Bangladesh looking bowling attack because normally you associate Bangladesh with spinners, but their fast bowling brigade is pretty impressive.
Yep. Are we looking at some of these players for the BBL to come over here? I think we should start looking towards Bangladesh.
Oh, 100%. But I'll tell you what, some of their players, Hussein, 86 or 70
Yeah.
balls, he really got them to that 280
Yep.
plus score.
Yep.
I tell you what, the Australian fielding, even in the Pakistan series, it's been ordinary.
Mm.
I know it's, as you mentioned, a B team, but one thing Australia's always prided themselves is their fielding. And some of the drop catches last night,
Yep.
they were bad.
Well, one of the only bowlers who can probably hold their head high, Nathan Ellis, he was very, very good. You'd almost say, though, he probably almost works his way into Australia's A team with how he bowls.
Oh, I think so. And with
in
white ball
limited
cricket,
overs, yeah,
I
limited
agree.
overs,
Yeah, 3 for
So
30 out of 10.
he is, I guess, a standout amongst those bowling. that bowling
And
lineup.
Liam Scott in his debut, the South Australian all-rounder.
I knew you would mention
The
him.
last 24 months has been a gun. Picked up 2. But I tell you, another player whose form has dropped off. Adam Zampa. Not having the same effect like he once did. Matthew
No.
Renshaw was our most
Do we,
effective
would we
spinner.
go conditions?
Oh, if Renshaw's taken 2 for 35 of 8, you expect a bit better.
Like,
than
would you
none
go
for
with
47.
Kuhneman more in these conditions? I just
Possibly.
he's just got that bit of a difference, a bit more of the, a bit similar to the other
Well,
bowlers
it's prob-
from the
It's probably
countries.
surprising Australia didn't play 2 specialist spinners.
Yeah, true.
They only played Zampa and relied on short Renshaw bowling part-time spin.
Now, Bangladesh won this game by 86 runs. It was by Duckworth Lewis system, but they were always losing this game. Australia 9 for 191. The only batsman to do anything is Cameron Green. This is what I was talking about with Cameron Green. 52 not out, and it's done in a losing game, unfortunately, in conditions over there, which were pretty tough conditions. Let's be honest. There's a bit of rain around.
It was
We
a
know
lost
that the wickets
cause,
can be
though.
drive. It was a lost cause, but at the same time, he's digging in, and no Australian supporter is watching this series. Oh,
Nah.
sorry, there's us hardcore fans who are watching this series. The Australian supporter who only watches the Australian summer will still get stuck into Cameron Green.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a couple of good performances.
He has. I'll tell you one player who's been dreadful throughout this whole Pakistan and Bangladesh tour,
Mhm.
Marnus Labuschagne.
Yeah,
Surely it's time.
I think
Surely
it's
it's time
time.
to cut the cord.
I think it is.
He made 1.
Yeah.
I think his top score in Pakistan was 19.
Who comes in his place into? We're talking Test team here. Or are we talking all levels? I think Josh Inglis.
Probably. Well, Ingles has been pretty good.
He's been good. He's been good. He deserved more than 19. He was batting really well before he went out.
He got a good nut from that run
Yeah, he
as
did.
well.
He did.
But look, Australia, I know out of sight, out of mind sort of these series against Pakistan and Bangladesh, but the batting's been terrible.
Mm.
I don't think Australia's posted a score of over 200 in any of their 4 games so far.
There's no surprise though, because we go to Sheffield Shield and the One Day Cup here, the Dean Jones Cup. No batsman is standing out in those competitions.
No.
And this is our B team. So these are the players that have been playing in those competitions, and they're not really doing much.
No, look, they've got a couple more games to rectify the situation, and they've got some 2020s as well. So not good sign. I guess it's all the other cricket news, and we're all waiting to see what happens over in England with what actually happened at the nightclub after the
So
Lord's
has
Test
anything
match.
come out about
So-
what that? So the curfew, they've broken the curfew.
So Ben Stokes and Gus Atkinson, they were celebrating England's win at Lords. They went into a nightclub, midnight curfew, and apparently from all reports, so they were partying with a couple of rugby players having the end of season piss up, and they got in a fight. The rugby player threw a couple of punches, didn't hit any of the England players, but apparently he smacked the ECB security guard.
Okay. Is that the big boy who took them through the
For the
airport?
airport,
at
it
Australia?
might be.
Oh, geez, you
It
wouldn't want to
might
be
be.
hitting him.
No. So the question is now, what's going to happen? Because, of course, they put this curfew in. We saw the boozing of Duckett at Noosa. We saw Harry Brook get in a bunch on at a nightclub in New Zealand. If they're serious, if England is serious about this midnight curfew, I think we might have seen Ben Stokes for the last time in cricket.
In cricket?
Yep.
All together?
Yep.
Wow.
Because I reckon they'll strip. Oh, this is my tip. It hasn't
I
happened
don't
yet.
reckon they'll go that
They'll
far.
strip his captaincy.
Yeah, I think they should.
And I reckon Stokes will be like, you know what? Well, if you're stripping me of the captaincy, I'm done. He's 35.
He's 35.
He's
but he
batting-
feels like he's got a lot of cricket left.
Well, his batting's declined. His bowling's
Mm.
still pretty good.
Yeah.
But I reckon we've seen the last of Ben Stokes in the England shirt.
I don't think we have, but I think the last as a captain.
But you know,
They can't have him as captain from now.
oh,
He's got too many red crosses against his name.
well, but the funny thing is, who's next in line? Harry Brook. And as if Harry Brook can start talking about the high ground about not being out
He's
of
a bit
the town.
younger though. He's got time. You know,
Yeah, he's a
Ricky
bit-
Ponting used to be. you
Yeah,
know,
that's very
he's a
true.
bit of a wild child.
Was he really?
Yeah,
I could not
yeah.
see that.
See, this is what I mean. Because you were probably
yeah.
too young for it. But he was, he got into some brawls. He had to front up with a black eye to a press conference once.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
Little Ricky in King's Cross. He
Yeah.
got on the punch on a King's Cross as a 20-year-old.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I got a bit
Yeah.
more respect for the guy now.
and he copped a too much ban back in the day. So, yeah,
wow.
I reckon there's going to be some big news coming out in the next 24 hours about the future of Ben Stokes.
I'm going as far as the captaincy, but I don't think he will give up his playing career.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. All right. We're going to...
F1.
Well, all right, I'll put it into the F1. But I just want to quickly touch on the Melbourne Stars turning into
No, it's a
the
schmozzle.
Melbourne Rangers. It is a schmozzle.
That's a
isn't it?
that's a lame
They
name.
still don't even know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It
Because
hasn't been
Victoria
confirmed.
seems to be just plowing ahead with wanting to sell one team and name the other team and whatever. And then the rest of the states are going, hang on, don't do that because we're not on board. And Cricket Australia is sort of, I think, trying to play the fence at the moment with this is sort of where we want you all to go. But no other state wants to
The
do
majority
it.
of states are saying no. It's an absolute schmozzle. Players are completely bewildered with the situation. So much so, there's top Australian cricketers like Travis Head, who's refusing to sign a Cricket Australia contract because no one's guaranteed their money. They think they're getting paid unders. And the thought was, if all the states agreed to privatisation, then there would be a big influx of cash coming into Cricket Australia. But because it's only Cricket Victoria at this point in time, it's going nowhere.
No,
I'm
I
really
agree.
concerned about the Big Bash if this doesn't get sorted very quickly.
Could we see a world where the Big Bash is no more or possibly halt for this year and we just have like a state competition on the back end of each one day or something like that?
Surely not.
Well, I can see a world where we have the Stars and Renegades for one more season
Yeah, me too.
until they sort their shit out.
Yeah, and does that mean the crowd just goes down? I think it does. Knowing that they're possibly no more, or does it go the other way?
It goes the other way because it's like a protest, a public protest. We want to keep the Stars and
No
Renegades.
merger.
Yeah.
No merger.
That's what it's. Well, that's what it is.
We saw 100. It wasn't all that long ago. We saw 100,000 people at the MCG for the Stars versus Renegades.
I don't think you'll ever get
It was
that
probably
again.
about 10 years ago.
I was
now,
going
but-
to say, it'd be more than a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got that 80-odd thousand at the G.
Mm.
But we saw 60
We're
odd
seeing
thousand.
60.
We saw
50,
60,000
yeah.
last summer.
which is
So
not bad.
Oh, it's a great crowd
Not
compared
bad.
to the other grounds around the country for BBL.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's they need to seriously fix something
I'm
very
just-
quickly.
I'm just worried that such a big part of my life is now gone. It is.
It's like me and the Melbourne Ducks.
Yeah. Well, that was only 2 years. This has
That
been
was 1 year. It was
Well,
2
yeah,
years.
that's right. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Formula One. We had Kimi Antonelli. He's got the championship.
Oh, it's
He's got it sewn up,
all
does he?
said and done.
The youngster in the Mercedes. He got the job done over Lewis Hamilton, and Hadjar finishing on the podium is a good result for him in the Red Bull.
Yeah, surprisingly, considering how bad his car was for the whole race.
Yep.
And complaining very early on and being very vocal about how much vibration his
Well,
car had.
His teammate.
Well, I
You
mean,
know,
yeah,
Max Verstappen.
compared to Max Verstappen, who didn't even make it one lap around. No, technically he did. He just lapped it in the first lap, had to
Mhm.
retire his car early. Yeah, hats off to Isaac Hadjar.
Yeah, well done to him, and well done to Oscar Piastri. I thought he sort of nursed his car through and instances
Yeah.
throughout the race to the fourth
He
position.
was pretty uneventful,
This-
his race.
He had that stop-go penalty because
Well,
of
it's-
Oh, yeah, so did half the grid.
So did six
What-
drivers.
I was going to bring
Six.
it up. Okay, the Monaco race is so boring.
No,
Do you reckon that they did this on purpose?
no.
That's-
Well, no,
we
no,
live
no,
in
no,
the
no, no, no,
entertainment
no.
world for sport now.
No, proof that it didn't happen on purpose because they spoke to Zach Brown midway through the race asking about it. And he goes, no, based on our data, he was going too fast.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Lewis Hamilton on his last lap when
Yep.
he got pinged for it, he was 0.01 of a kilometer over.
Wow.
So there is
Super sensitive.
yeah,
speedos.
yeah. So, but one driver I'm impressed by is Liam Lawson.
Well, there you go. And the special before the race, right? Just before the race, they had
Yeah.
had a good little montage on him.
So yeah, I mean maybe it's because
The right one? Montage? I
yeah,
think so, yeah.
segment. Montage is like a
Segment.
group of different videos combined. Potato.
Yes.
Straightforward. I know.
Close.
I know. But no, look, I was entertained for the last 10 minutes.
Well, when the race actually stopped,
Yeah.
I started to fall asleep at that point.
Yeah, I know.
It was pretty tough to get through. I did wake up for the restart because of we had Leclerc run into the wall, and also who was the first to run into
Ollie
the wall?
Behrman.
Yeah, bet.
Oh,
Ollie
was it
Behrman.
Stroll?
Lance Stroll was
Lance
first.
Stroll.
Then it was Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
In
in the exact same spot.
exact same spot because the track was falling apart.
And weren't the locals pissed off with that? Because everyone wanted Leclerc to
Leclerc,
do well.
yeah.
Being the home
Oh,
hero.
he signed on with Ferrari as well during the week, so he's staying there for a little bit longer.
I sort of found it funny that like when Stroll went into the fence, we're all like, oh yeah,
Oh, Lance.
what a mistake.
Classic Lance.
Yeah, he's locked up his tires again. And then when Leclerc goes, we're like, well, something's got to be wrong with the road, doesn't it? And then they found out there was actually something wrong with the
and they
surface.
showed footage of the actual track deteriorating lap per lap.
Yeah.
So they showed a photo of it when Stroll went in. Wasn't too bad. Then they showed the footage of it when Leclerc went in. It was
Disintegrated.
it was unbelievable. Couldn't believe how much degradation there
How
was.
about George Russell? How would he be feeling right now? Because he's
Oh.
had 2 weekends on the trot without points.
Well,
The gap now is like 70 points between him and his
if he had have
teammates.
served his first penalty when he was supposed to, I mean I think it's a team error.
Yes.
He wouldn't have got his extra 5-second penalty and kicked him back to what? Well, where did he end up finishing?
12, I think.
Yeah,
12?
12th.
Yeah.
He was 7th at the time, and with his 10-second penalty total, he knocked it back down to 12.
But there's a
So
big difference in the speeds of Antonelli and Russell.
I think
It's
that-
chalk and cheese right
I
now.
think it's just Kimmy. He's just an unbelievable
good.
driver.
Yeah, he's had
He's-
his year warm up.
He's
and
the
now
new.
he's
He's the new Ayrton Senna.
Well, no one has not won the
Ooh.
championship.
He is.
Well, let's
100%.
let's hope it doesn't have the same outcome as Ayrton Senna into his life. But
when I was explaining, sorry, just quickly, are you moving on from Antonelli?
no, I was gonna say
Oh,
no.
go then, go.
No one has not won a championship after winning 5 races in a row.
Yeah,
yes,
I've heard that.
yes, I did
Yep.
hear that one. And like I was explaining to my wife, who doesn't watch the racing all that much, but she takes a keen interest, especially in Leclerc. And I was just saying,
I don't
that,
blame her.
like, because us boys last year were all over Oscar Piastri, young gun, going well.
We were.
Oh, come on. I'm a Piastri, then Lando, but I like
Okay,
Lando.
mate.
Okay, Lando was my first love with McLaren. Now,
How did Lando go, by the way?
well, he didn't finish. It was going
Keep on,
okay.
keep
It was
telling
going
the story,
okay
mate.
before.
Keep on.
But I was trying to explain it to my wife, about like this is who we're possibly going to see in Singapore win the race. I go, he's younger than Oscar Piastri, and she goes, no. And I said, yeah, this kid's younger, like he's
19.
19. She goes, I thought Oscar Piastri was meant to be the young gun of the whole field. I'm like,
He was.
yeah, well, this guy now is
Yeah.
the young gun. So,
Toto Wolff, his job is
He's got 9.
he's nailing it to a T.
yeah.
He's picked up Antonelli prematurely, and he's put him in the car at the right time.
And he picked up Louis
Yeah,
Hamilton.
And tell you, Lewis Hamilton, he's
He
having a
raced
real
well.
revival. He raced
Yeah.
very well.
He's
And,
coming back
he's,
slowly.
He's second in the championship.
I called it last year. I said, give him a season in the Ferrari to get used to it, then he'll come
Is
good.
it the Kardashian difference or?
I wouldn't blame him if it is.
Oh, and Kimmy would have, which she was loving life in Monte Carlo.
Yeah,
Over the weekend.
except when Martin Brundle tried to talk to her.
Well,
Again,
Okay.
I'm in the world where that was set up. It was he goes down there to be embarrassed, to
That's
try
true.
and get
That's true.
talks with celebrities.
it's not the first time he's been rejected.
Yeah,
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 and Kardashian would have been all over that. She would have gone, so this will get me a lot of likes and a lot of views with sports fans. Okay, I'm in. Like seriously, like this will get me a lot of views instead of a normal interview, and everyone's going, oh, that's cute,
Maybe
man."
she's just oblivious.
I mean, she could be, but I don't know. I think it was set up. You could almost see a smile on her face.
That's a
I
lot.
thought it was
That's a
staged.
lot of moat champagne talking, I think. Lewis Hamilton while we're talking about him, 8th podium at Monaco equals Ayrton Senna's record.
Yeah, okay.
He's
Fun fact.
one podium away from breaking
And
Ayrton
you know,
Senna's record.
well, I'll tell you, the best thing about this, because this was really the start of the European sector of the
Mhm.
championship.
Next week?
It's on this week.
Back to back.
Yeah,
to
well,
back
that's
to
what I
back
mean.
to
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
Barcelona.
This weekend. Yeah, Barcelona. Do you reckon there's going to be a lot of attention on the Formula One or what's happening over in the US?
Well, it probably depends if Spain are playing
Yeah,
on
true.
the weekend.
Yeah, true. We'll look up when they're
Look
playing.
up the fixture.
Is that a good segue?
No, one more thing on the Formula
Okay,
One.
Yep.
Cadillac were on the brink of getting their first points in Formula One
Yeah, you were happy with that
until Checo got his 10-second penalty post-race. Anyway,
Oh well.
we'll move on.
I'll
be fine.
We should make a bet. When will they get their first point?
Next season.
Next season.
Next season. Their car.
Surely.
Valtteri Bottas had to retire his car. They're still not. They're still Still doing better.
Or,
than Aston
or
Martin,
another good
mind
bet.
you.
Who'll get the first point? Aston Martin or Cadillac.
Come
That'd
on.
be another good bet.
Yep.
Mm.
Anyway, we move on.
Move on to the World Cup. It all gets underway Friday morning our time.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited.
It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since
Yeah.
I've seen a World Cup.
Sometimes with the World Cup though, I get excited before it, and I'm always excited for the Socceroo games. But then you sort of, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch South Africa. Yeah,
Mexico, South Africa.
Yeah, Mexico, South Africa, and then you start watching it. You're like,
Ah, I don't know any of these players.
No players. Soccer's a bit boring. No, the World Cup though, we love.
Well,
we're all over.
well, if you want to have that attitude from previous World Cups, you're going to have a lot of bad games in this World Cup.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
there's
mean.
48 teams. There's
Gonna be
40
a lot
extra
of games.
games. There's going to be a lot of drab games in the group stages.
Yeah.
We'll put it out there right now.
It could be. Look, but like, would we enjoy seeing some smashings? Does that make it more entertaining?
Well, you'd rather that than teams
Annual.
putting resting their players for the bigger games
True.
and just getting over
It's
the
a World
line.
Cup. You're not resting. Surely not.
Well,
you might.
not in the opening group stage, but generally by game 3, if you already know you're qualified
Yeah,
for the
true,
next stages, that's when they tend to play their B team.
That's fair. Yep. Well, we're talking about that. We got the Socceroos on the Sunday afternoon. That is at 2 p.m. against Turkey. They've got a couple of stars at Turkey, but in terms of world rankings, they're only a few spots above us. So I would say that
Doable.
we're half a chance, but they've got some superstars who play for some top
Oh, look,
clubs.
I think the Socceroos are once again in the group of death because I think it's a very even group,
Even group.
with Paraguay,
Mm.
Turkey, and the USA. All those 3 nations are World Cup experienced,
Mhm.
and they've got some quality players. You'd probably say USA is the worst of the 4 teams, but just because it's a home tournament,
Mm.
they're going to lift in front of their home fans. So,
Or the extra added pressure.
well,
It could go either way.
It could go either way, but the last time the Americans hosted the World Cup, they got into a quarterfinal.
Mhm.
So
Americans thrive with this sort of stuff.
I think they do. And they've talked a big game, let's be honest. They have
Yeah.
talked a big game.
They've talked a big game, especially against us.
Particularly against the Socceroos. So, look, if the Socceroos get through, which they should, because let's be honest, 3rd place, 8 of the best 3rd place getters in the 12 groups get through to the round of 32.
Isn't all of them then they play off against each other? That's what I thought. So
No.
all 3rd places get through, but then there's an extra level of finals or next
Is
level.
it? You might be right.
I think that's what it is.
Because there's a round of
this year.
32, so there was 36 teams in the top 3 of each group. So you're probably right, and then 4 get eliminated.
Yeah, so the 3rd place makes it through, and then they play off against each other with an extra tier of the next level.
To make sure he gets into the 32.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, look,
Mm.
so the Socceroos have every chance to get through to the knockout stages.
Mm.
I just want in this first game, because in previous World Cups, the Socceroos have been a little bit cautious. They haven't played all their gun players. They've rested a couple on the bench. Go all out.
Mhm.
Go all out. Like get the name escapes me.
Irukunda.
Irukunda, thank you. Get Irukunda on because he hasn't.
Are we starting him?
Well, he hasn't started in the friendlies.
Are we
so
holding
far.
him back, like just to not?
Why
sort of-
though? Why?
Well, in the friendlies, you're giving other guys a go.
But even the qualities, we will.
I think
put
we
him on the
start him.
bench.
I'm with you.
We have to start him.
Yeah.
because
I-
he's the difference. He's got the X factor that the Socceroos front line do not have.
I got asked who, because there's a lot of people at work don't quite know all the Socceroos. That I got asked who's the best player for the Socceroos. I personally said Jordan Boss, but Irukunda, if he kills this tournament, he probably goes to the top.
Look, he got chased up by Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
That says it all. There's not many Socceroos. There's some very good players. Jordan Boss has done a great job in the Dutch league for Feyenoord, but Nestori is that X factor.
I think
make a
he
difference.
but he needs to make the difference in this World Cup to really lift his profile to that level of you're the best Socceroo. You're getting chased up by those type of clubs,
Yep.
and But look, I think do they start the old timer in Matthew Leckie? I mean, he didn't play a whole heap in the A League this year. Do you start him on the field, or I don't know?
I think he'd be a perfect player. If we need a pincher goal, I think he'd be a perfect player to come off the bench.
Mm.
Because we saw that when the Socceroos qualified in the round of
But
16.
or do you have him
4
on
years
field
ago.
to have a steady head out there? A guy who's been there 4 times now. It's a record. Him and Matt Ryan. Or do you go down that road?
Maybe as the tournament progresses, he gets more and more game minutes where to the point where, let's say, game 3, we need points to qualify.
Start
then
him.
I'll be starting him.
Yep.
But to start off with, it's easy because, as I said, he's had hardly any match practice.
Yeah. Spain and France go in as favourites. Germany always seem to not be up there with the top 2, but I rate them just as high.
France should be winning this tournament.
Mhm.
their attacking talent. They got players who we saw play for PSG like Dembele and Doué who won't even start. I think in terms of depth, I think France are the best team in the comp.
Now, when we get to World Cups, we always the old song comes up. It's coming home. England, they start to get excited. They finish the top of their table. We see all the scenes. They start singing the song, and they always fail. To the point, I was actually playing PGA golf against someone, an Englishman, the other night, and he had his microphone on, and he was bugging me. He kept saying miss when I was putting. So
What?
I turned my microphone on and I started singing. It's coming home. It's coming home. Football's coming home, and he started laughing, which he took it pretty well.
No,
But is it coming home?
oh,
I think you got quality. Your third favourites.
I'm worried about the depth of their
Yeah.
squad. No Foden, no Palmer. That's attacking talent that probably should be in the squad. But the one thing I'll say about the manager, Thomas Tuchel, he goes for team unity over individual talent. And that's the first time an England manager's done it for many, many years. It might just be the change that gets England further up in a World Cup. But I think they'll be quarterfinal, semi-final mark. I don't think they have the depth of talent compared to a Spain, a France, a Brazil. And another thing we want to consider, considering it's very hot in America at this time of the year, I think that's going to play a big part. So I wouldn't be surprised if a South American nation, and I'm not just talking Brazil and Argentina,
African nation.
an African nation, one of those teams, put your money on it, will finish within the final four.
I actually think that we saw the rise of the African nations last World Cup.
Well, we saw Morocco. They
That's
made
right.
it to the semi-finals.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they take another huge step again.
Oh, a lot of people saying Senegal could be a roughie.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Sadio Mane, who's an absolute gun, and they've got quite a few other players playing in the big leagues around the world. So just, I reckon if you're going to tip a outsider, Senegal, and one for the fairy tale story. We saw Messi win his World Cup 4 years ago, got the golden boot. I don't think there'll be many people upset if Cristiano Ronaldo finishes his career as a World Cup winner. It's the one thing he's not won. And
They got a better side this time around.
they got a very good side, Portugal. Defensively a bit weak, but attacking wise, a lot of talent. I think there wouldn't be too many people upset if Portugal can make a real deep run in this World Cup.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either. Just one thing I do want to say before we move on to ice hockey is that I was talking to some kids and they're like, "Oh, Australia's not going to do well. Like they don't have this player, that player." And this. I said to my U7s, I said, "Guys, this is not about Australia winning the World Cup. We're never going to win the World Cup. Our best athletes don't go and play soccer.
No.
Okay, because my school is a soccer mad school. Okay, they don't understand AFL. They understand soccer. I said, look, we're never going to win it. Okay, guys, but what it is that we take our best game to the best nations. That is a win for us. So when you're watching the World Cup, kids, if we at least match the best nations and we only go down by one goal or something like that, that's when
That's a win.
we've had a World Cup, and that's a win. And we knock over a couple of big names along the way
Well,
if we can.
a round of 16, that'd be nice. That's the best we've ever done. If we can go past that, it'd be a bloody good achievement to get into the final eight.
This is our best team since 06.
Yeah.
This is
I
our
agree
best
with that.
team.
The only thing is probably the inexperience compared to the golden generation where we had so many players playing the big leagues. That's probably the only difference.
Yeah. But we got some players who are capable of taking that next step if they make their mark
in this
in
competition.
A little bit like Lucas O'Neill did in 06. That was the making of O'Neill.
Lucas Neal.
Lucas, what did I say?
O'Neill.
O'Neill. Sorry, Lucas Neal.
Yeah, no, it's fair call. Yeah, no,
I can see a lot of players going down that same track after this World Cup.
Let's hope they make us proud.
Let's go. AIHL, Sammy.
Finally, the Melbourne Eyes have got a weekend full of wins. Finally.
First one for the week.
First
one
one
of
for
the
the
season.
season where we
Yep.
are slowly climbing our way up that ladder. Good to see us get some good defensive setting up as well.
You were very critical last week about the
I've been
defensive
critical about it all
performances.
season long, but anything we have signed on another import, Canadian defender Johnny Ayonzo. He played with us in the 24 season. He's already made his presence known in our defense, which has been our biggest downfall this year. With Tatsu Ashida being back as well, he's really actually opening up our forwards, believe it or not, because he can actually play the puck. compared to Tom Forrest
Compared
and
to other
Mac Hill,
tenders. Yeah.
who are just there to stop the puck from going in. He can actually play the puck on his stick. So that's already been a massive improvement. And better yet, we're scoring goals when we need to. So the first game we played up against the Sydney Ice Dogs, we won that in overtime. Only took 26 seconds in the overtime to win that, with Colton Schindler getting a hat trick, 3 goals. So things are looking bright. And today it was announced that Tyrone Bronte, who was part of our championship winning team last year, is back from his stint in the US. He's joining the team for the remainder of the season.
So he went for a stint at what level?
2 levels below the NHL. So he
Okay.
actually played at the same level as what Nathan Walker did when he started playing in the US.
Mhm.
So he was very important last year with our championship winning season. He provided a lot of pace coming out of our defense going forward. So I think that's going to be the start of our real crank up.
Revival.
100%. It's
Yep.
going to be unreal to see him play again. Hopefully his brother will join him. He was with us last year as well, but we will wait and see. Pete, your Mustangs are playing pretty damn well.
They're okay. We're sitting, what are we, 4th on the ladder, 7
Yep.
wins, 5 losses. We can't.
It's
seem to-
healthy.
We've got that double win, I think, on a weekend once,
Yep.
which helps. We went down last weekend, but yeah, we'll bounce back.
You're very much like the Ducks, actually,
Yeah,
from the NHL this season.
we're
you make
showing
playoffs?
big signs,
Yeah.
but having a few chokes at other times.
It's Australian ice hockey. That happens.
Who we got this week? We got the Ice have the Rhinos, Mustangs have the Bears, and the Rhinos as well.
Yes, yeah, I think we'll. It's going to be a very interesting game because the Rhinos are playing very, very good hockey at the moment. They're sitting in the middle of the table at the moment, but they're playing well when they need to. Wouldn't surprise me if they just make a bit of a late run in the season to hit towards the top of the ladder. Some other results we had. Central Coast Rhinos and Brisbane Lightning. Brisbane Lightning getting the win 11-6. Bit of a score fest, that one. Sydney Bears and Newcastle North Stars. Newcastle North Stars winning that one 7-4. They're still flexing their muscles. They're still the team to beat in this season. Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Ice Dogs. I've already mentioned that. Ice getting the win in overtime 5-4. Mustangs and the Canberra Brave. Mustangs get the win 5-1 against the struggling Brave, who did make the grand final last year. Adelaide Adrenaline and the Perth Thunder. Perth Thunder getting the win 4-3. Second game for the Mustangs this week and was against the Brave as well. Not bringing the chocolates with that one, unfortunately, 6-3. Melbourne Ice against the Newcastle North Stars, winning that one 5-2, which is a big win considering they are still leaders in the ladder. Central Coast Rhinos and the Brisbane Lightning. Brisbane Lightning getting an absolute smashing 13-7.
13.
They're unbelievable.
13.
13. And the final game, which went to a shootout, a round of 16 in the shootout. Unbelievable. Adelaide Adrenaline and the Perth Thunder. Perth Thunder getting the win 4-3.
So what's the ladder stand? So you mentioned Mustangs are 4th. The Brave, they're second bottom.
They're second last. So the
Jeez.
two grand final teams last year are sitting bottom 3, which is
Right.
unbelievable. So I did mention the start of with the 2 Sydney teams coming back in, every single team will change. But like I said, we're starting to get some of our key players back from last season, so I would expect us to start performing a bit better. But North Stars are sitting pretty up top, followed by the Perth Thunder, who are 2 games in hand with some of the against the Rhinos. They've only played 12 games, but they're sitting second overall. So very impressive from those guys. I think they're 6 games on the trot now as well, so they're playing very, very well. Mustangs sitting pretty at 4th, and the Ice sitting 3rd last. What's that? 9th. There you go. So we're three away from the finals cutoff, but we've still got quite a few games to go.
Stanley Cup final.
I
How are we going?
I said last week
Too
that
old.
people aren't liking the idea of these 2 teams playing. It is becoming one of the most eventful, enthralling,
Well,
unbelievable series in Stanley Cup history.
2 of the 4 matches have gone to overtime. Game 3 went to double overtime.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about Mitch Marner scoring a hat trick in 6 minutes?
A natural hat trick, fastest ever natural hat trick in a Stanley Cup final game. 6 minutes for 3
In the
goals.
second
He
period.
had 4 points that period, so 3 goals and 1 assist. Unbelievable. All you piss off, fly. All you Toronto, all you Toronto Maple Leaf fans out there, you're going to be hating the fact that he left you guys in the off season last year because he's playing some unbelievable hockey. And at the moment, it's sitting 2-2. So
yeah, well,
hard to split.
Well, yesterday it was 5-3, so it's pretty much been 1-1. There's 3 games to go. Put your money where your mouth is.
Oh.
Who's taking this out? Because you can't split them at this point in time.
I still want Carolina to come home with the cup.
Well, you want them to, or you think they will?
I
There's a
I
difference.
honestly can't split them. I would have thought Golden Knights coming into this had more talent, bit more a bit more talent going into the Stanley Cup playoffs. But look, yeah, Carolina have showed up when they really needed to. So
Now, where's Game 5 being played at? Vegas?
good question. Game 5 is in Lenovo Center. That's in Vegas.
So the Golden Knights, so if it does go to Game 7, Golden Knights do have the advantage because 2 of the final 3 games will be in Vegas. So you think they probably slightly are favourites just because of the home rink.
Home rink advantage. Yeah, I'd say so. But even then, I can't spike. I don't know. I really don't know.
And that's what we want. We want that.
We do. Definitely do.
All right, we move over to some other big finals that are happening in the States at the moment, the NBA finals.
Go Knicks.
It is currently the Knicks that lead the series, a 2-1 over the Spurs, of course. Everyone just keeps talking about this big, pronounce his name.
Wembanyama.
I just go with Wembyama.
Wembanyama, the
Wembanyama.
Frenchman, Victor.
He's an absolute freak, and I don't watch too much NBA. All right, I'll just straight put it out there. I don't watch it at all. But I had to turn on to see this freak of nature. He is, well, he's so tall
He is.
and so athletic. It is unbelievable to watch.
But he cost him Game 1.
Well,
with
this
a couple
is
of
the
bad
thing.
errors.
And also, so I'm sitting there. I'm a neutral supporter, and I'm like, which team am I going to support throughout this? And I'm like, I'm going to go against Wemby because you've just won the DNA lottery pool. That's all you've done, and now you're a multi-millionaire.
Sorry, that's basketball.
Yeah. Look, he's a freak of nature. He's a unicorn. I think they call him the alien, out of this world or something like that.
It's in relation to the Space Jam.
Oh yeah, he looks like that guy.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
Anyway, so it's all about him this final series. But the Knicks, they've done well. They're the comeback kings, a bit like Collingwood in 2023. Not in this series, like so far in this series.
Well,
but,
Game 1, they came back from 14 points.
They did too, but leading up to this the playoff tournament.
Well, they're on a 11-game winning streak in the
15
playoffs.
Yeah.
And then to full credit to the Spurs, going to Madison Square Garden, should I say, and knocked them off in Game 3 to keep the series alive. And your boy, Wembanyama, scored 32 points.
Not my boy.
Well, your boy.
I'm supporting against him. I'm Knicks.
You're a Knicks man, are you?
I am now. Well, no, only for this series.
No, I'm not going to say it.
I say it, go.
No, I can't.
But of course, Game 4 is tomorrow. And it's a
10:30.
massive game. If the Spurs can somehow get up in Game 4, it'll be 2-2, and a bit like with the Golden Knights in the NHL, they've got 2 of the final 3 games at San Antonio. So this is a massive, massive game. I'll nearly say the winner of Game 4 tomorrow, take out the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that happening as well. I'm just looking. How about Sunday for a lineup of sport?
Yeah.
You got the NBA finals. Is the ice hockey on as well? Is that
there will be?
are they going head to head?
Friday's the next game. It'd be 2 days
So
after
it would be.
that. So you'd have
you
NHL.
possibly have some NHL. You've then got all the AFL. That's probably going to take a little bit of a backseat to the Socceroos. Going on to the Grand Prix at night. That is a day.
Big tasty day.
You can get a little bit of family time in after the Socceroos game and before the Grand Prix there. But other than that, you are chock-a-block with sport on the Sunday. Some big news just around the traps of Australia is sorry, boys, I didn't get enough time to Google this, but the PGA has now partnered with the Australian Open golf tournament. We don't know how this all is going to work.
This comes back to what I mentioned to you a couple of weeks back about the head of the PGA Australia coming out and saying, yeah, Adelaide's getting the Australian Open, but Melbourne, watch this space.
So wait, does that mean we get another tournament? The Australian Open's going to
Adelaide in 2028, is it?
So you reckon we're getting something else?
Well, by all accounts, he sort of hinted at there'll be something else happening in Melbourne. And I
Hopefully
can't help but
something
feel
big.
this is the start of
So
something.
how many of the big players will come down?
Well,
this is it. The purse has to be big enough.
Yep.
Because you see, the Australian Open was $2 million, which is
it's
nothing
not that much.
It's not that much, but it's also not too bad for a DP World Tour player. And then just week by week tournaments over in the PGA is roughly around 8 to 9 million, and then you see the big ones are 20 million. So where are we going to fall in that? We need to be offering over 10.
Oh yeah, to get the
We need to be
best
up
of the
around the
best.
12 to 15.
Agreed.
Can we produce that though? I don't think
I don't know.
Melbourne can.
I don't know. If
Melbourne
you get all the
can't.
big players, we come out for the President's Cup, and that's 3 days in a row. Can we go out for 4 days? Get in over. You need probably 2 million people through the gates. Would you say?
I think they'd be capable to do that.
We got one.
It was,
Oh,
a,
wait,
it was,
was it 1
it was,
million?
it was a sellout for last year.
Was it 1 million or was it it was 100,000 on the last day or something. Anyway, it was a bit. We got big crowds at the Australian Open, so they're tying with the PGA, the DP World Tour. The thing where this all sits with golf is where do the Live players now sit? Because we know a lot of big Australian names play in the Live tournament. Do they get to play in the Australian Open now that they're tied with the PGA? Because we know they've got a ban on the PGA. So where does this tie in? And do they get their card through because it's tied with the DP World Tour, which the Live players can play on? So it's all very interesting where this is going to fall. I'm not quite sure where it's going to fall. All it is that it's probably a positive step and a step that Australian golf needs to make to get back to, I guess, being back on the world page. The only thing is that we're jumping into bed with the people who cheated on us, and that's the PGA, the US PGA. They did. They screwed our tournament back in the early 2000s, late 90s, and Australian golf has tried to recover, but it's never been the same.
7-year tax rule. You forget.
Yeah.
If this works,
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
you take it.
If it works, we take it. If
Yep.
it doesn't, though, I'm even more angry.
Well, Tom, tell you have a golf news to see on your laptop there, Sammy, or are you just trying to look up?
No, I'm just looking into a bit more of this announcement with the PGA and DP World Tour.
Oh, why do that?
So
Tell you, talking about a sporting event that didn't get a lot of publicity over the 2 weeks, the French Open.
yeah.
Like it's one of the
Yeah, we
it's
didn't
one-
talk about that.
Whoopsies.
Whoops.
it's one of
We
the
don't want to talk about that guy who won it.
Why?
Oh, come on. Well, look,
That's big.
he's
thing.
not a very popular winner. We'll say that Alexander Zverev.
I like Sasha.
You know about his off-field.
I like
stuff.
Sasha. I know.
Off court.
Off court,
Of course.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I tell you,
Allegedly.
after the first set, it was 6-1. And I'm thinking, oh, this final's over because he's playing the Italian, what was his name? Cobolli, Flavio Cobolli, who, of course, he only got to the final because of a walkover in the semi-final when his Italian mate said, no, I was too sick to play. But this final, it actually was, well, it went the distance, 4 hours and 11 minutes, 5 sets. Tell you what, the 5th set, with both these players never won a Grand Slam. All the pressure was on Zverev because he's been in the final 3 times without getting the chocolates. The 5th set, I've never seen a passive set of tennis like this. They were just hitting the ball, waiting for each other
To mess up.
to mess up. And Zverev, the extra experience, got the chocolates, first Grand Slam. Look, it's good in a way that it's not a Sinner or Alcaraz title because they've won the last 9 Grand Slams before this one. But like I said,
Not a popular winner.
it hasn't been a lot of worldwide acclaim and worldwide celebration that the first German since Boris Becker 30 years ago, has won a Grand Slam. So congratulations, Zverev, even though, as Pete mentioned, not the most popular win. Sammy? And of course, the tennis score up, but that's something completely
That's something
different.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in the women's, again, a new winner. So both men and women got a new Grand Slam champion, the young 19-year-old Maria Andreeva winning in straight sets against, I don't know if you heard a lot about it. I've never heard it before this tournament, Maja Chalinska from Poland. You know where she was ranked prior to this tournament? Have a guess, a rough guess.
134th.
Close, 114.
There you
So
go.
she had to go through the qualifiers. She had to win 3 qualifiers, went through the draw. And as a result, her ranking's now moved up 93 places. So from 114
Jeez, that's
to
crazy.
21. And look, again, this final wasn't great. Both players looked very, very nervous. Both their first final in a Grand Slam. But Andreeva, the number 9 seed, in the end, class got over the line. And I tell you what, she's probably, at her age, is probably going to be the closest thing in terms of a regular challenger to the likes of Sabalenka, if Sabalenka decides to play, because we saw her crack the shits
Yeah.
when she lost her quarterfinal, saying, I want to, we're not getting paid enough. Tennis is getting too hard. Gee, she's
Too
a sook.
hard?
Gee, she's
The
a
wo-
sook.
The women's draw right now is one of the easiest it's been for years.
But come on, man. She's
No,
won it.
no offense.
No, I agree.
I'm sure it's a
No,
struggle for
I
some,
agree.
but
No, it's
Come
not
on.
a lot of top talent. It's fair to say, but yeah, gee, she's a sook. She's getting paid big bucks. She's a multi-Grand Slam champion. But yeah, well done, Andreeva, for winning her first Grand Slam. And of course, Wimbledon. This is the one part of the tennis year where there's not a big gap between the two majors. I think Wimbledon started July.
I'm glad
on the
you.
grass.
I'm glad you brought up Wimbledon, Hook. I'm really glad you did.
Why is that? 'Cause,
Well, the Stuttgart Open is
yeah, on
currently
grass. They
underway.
started the
Mhm.
grass.
Yeah.
Nick
Grass
Kyrgios.
Yeah, playing.
He won. Was it yesterday? I think it was.
Oh, did he win? I
He
didn't know
won
that.
against 8th seed Corentin Moutet 6-3, 6-4.
First win in a singles game in 2 years.
Very convincing win, and I can't help but feel he's making a push for Wimbledon.
I wonder if he gets a wild card entry because he was
Well,
a former finalist.
Yeah,
Or does he have to go to the qualifiers because his rankings?
He pulls crowds, money. He
He'll
gets
get a
eyes
wild
on
card.
TV. He gets a wild card if he's any close to at least maybe even winning in the first round or even just losing it because he'll get eyes on TV.
And on
Yeah.
grass, it's his best surface.
Yeah.
So look, I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to run through the main draw, but he's capable of winning a couple of matches.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
he's playing tonight against Alexander Bublik, so
Ooh.
it's gonna be a
Tougher.
It's gonna be a tough
Bit
win.
tougher.
Tough
Yeah.
game for
On
him.
grass, I'm
10
backing
grass.
Kyrgios.
10
Okay.
p.m. Get around it, boys.
All right. Don't you have to watch tennis now through a streaming? It's not all on Stan. I think if you want to watch
Only
a
the-
tournament like this,
Only the majors are on Stan.
yeah, I think if you want to watch a tournament like this, you need a streaming
Maybe a
tennis
subscription to
channel.
the APT channel,
Yeah,
or the
which-
WTA.
is bad for tennis. I'm
Oh,
not
I agree.
like this should be somewhere viewable to more eyes than a
I'm sorry, tennis is only
streaming
big in
service.
Australia for summer. That's it.
No, I agree with that, but there are big tennis fans out there that do like to follow these sort of
Hold on,
tournaments.
hold on. They had the French Open on Channel 9. on
No, I know
Nine
the
Gem
major,
channels.
the majors, yes.
Oh, you're talking
But
about the-
I'm talking about these sort of tournaments.
Yep.
Like, would you watch Nick Kyrgios tonight
No.
if he was on? No, but if he was on a Foxtel channel, you probably would.
I'd probably take interest in
maybe.
it.
You put it on. You
I'd
put it
fl-
on for
I'd-
half an hour before you fall
I'd
asleep.
flip over to it.
You're not paying for a streaming service though,
Mm.
No.
so
No.
that's where I'm, trying to make my point.
That's one of the few valid points you make. Yeah,
No,
I agree.
thanks for that.
Just
We'll
going
see
back.
if the YouTube numbers go up this week,
Ah.
boys.
I'm gonna purposely not upload this just to prove a point. No, just going back to the whole PGA Tour and Golf Australia. This is from the PGA Tour's official website. It marks the first time the PGA Tour has formally partnered with Golf Australia, with the agreement set to ensure the Capital.com Australian Open will receive a significant boost in prize money, a distinct window in the global golf calendar, and optimize the opportunity to attract the world's best players.
Good.
So
That's
I
all
think
good.
this is the first step in the direction that you want this to go. Or we want this
I
to
hope
go.
so, but also Melbourne.
Yeah.
because we know 2008 the Australian Open is in Adelaide.
More details on these developments will be shared at the 2026 Capital.com.
Are we
Australian
looking at
Open.
a possible Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide type sort of arrangement for the PGA? They have three rounds over here.
the Asia Oceania
What,
tournament?
3 separate tournaments? Well, why not?
That'd be good.
Well, share the love.
Because if you get the players coming this far, you probably want them here for more than one tournament. So if let's just say it was an $8 to $10 million prize pool, but for 3 tournaments.
That would make sense. I think that's more doable than just having 10 for one.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
20 for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be the way to go.
We talking NRL? Because Melbourne Storm
Oh
back,
my
baby.
God. I'm so rusty.
You are very rusty.
Melbourne Storm, 32-30 over the
Yeah,
Knights. It was a
Great
very
win. It
good
was a
win.
quality game too. Melbourne Storm, it was I want to say their best performance this season, but with all the big guns, the spine looks strong. And if they play like that, with enough games still till the finals, I still think the Storm could possibly sneak in despite such a horrific start.
Oh, I agree. They definitely can sneak in, and they're showing that at home they definitely can still be a force as well. We do have the State of Origin in Melbourne this week. We probably should have had this a little bit more at the top of the show to invite our Queensland and New South Wales viewers across the YouTube.
Yep.
And get them a little bit more pulled into the show. But it's going to be a big spectacle at the MCG on Wednesday night.
Well, New South Wales,
week.
this is their best chance to win a series considering Queensland have not won at the G since 1995.
Mhm.
Interesting. They've dumped Ethan Strange, had that great game as the backup for Mitch Moses, who was a late withdrawal from game 1. They've gone back to Moses. I find that peculiar. Strange was one of the best players on the field
Mm.
in game 1. But Queensland, they've gone back to Reece Walsh on the bench. His form's been horrific, though. I honestly think Billy Slater's selected him purely on reputation, and we know what Reece Walsh at his best can do. So it'd be interesting to see if he makes an impact off the bench because Killian Ponga has still got the #1 jersey.
True. We look forward to it next Wednesday. The Panthers and the Tigers is one I want to bring up here, Hookie. What happened there to your West Tigers? You didn't put,
I
you
just
didn't put
saw
$5 on them this time?
Oh, that's
Or-
crazy.
It was a different weight division class, Penrith versus the Tigers. But 60
Dolphins Cowboys was another smashing. It was 26-0. Roosters Raiders.
Well,
There's
that was
still some
surprising.
weakness.
Canberra were really poor. I thought Canberra was starting to get their season back on track until the Roosters just went bang, bang, bang away from home. The Cowboys, I'll tell you what, the Dolphins, sorry, they won 5 in a row.
Mm.
They are
Up and about.
becoming a very, very good side. The Broncos, they're stinky. I reckon they're done. I said the Brisbane Lions were done in the AFL, and they proved me wrong. But I'm going to say it now. The Broncos have now lost to the 2 bottom teams. They're on, I think, a 4-game losing streak.
12th on the ladder.
They're done. They are cooked. Put a line through the Brisbane Broncos. They are not defending their premiership this season.
To be fair, they're only 1 game out of the 8 hooky.
Yeah, I know, but they've
Just
lost.
looking at the table.
They've lost to the 2 bottom teams, and in this game they were 12-0 up
Yeah.
against the Titans, and then the Titans were able to do all the damage in the second half. So, yeah, no, Broncos no good. The Bulldogs Eagles, the Eagles game on King's birthday Monday. Unlike the AFL, that was a stinker. That was boring. But the Dogs did enough to keep their season alive. The Sharks beat the Dragons. The Dragons going to make it 2 wins on the trot. But I'm still not convinced about the Sharks being a premiership team. And then Sea Eagles, tell you what, they could be a smoky. For considering this was a team that sacked their coach only 4 weeks into the season, ever since then, they've done nothing wrong. So watch out for Manly. But Penrith, unless Penrith get a massive exodus of injuries, they're not losing this premiership.
No.
At
Which
the
makes it a
moment.
little bit boring, to be honest.
True. They're true.
They're just too good.
Yep.
Just way too good.
Luckily for the Storm, with the
Buy round,
it's good. You
Yeah.
want the buy rounds during the State of
Origin
Origin period
Mm.
because, of course, when the Storm don't have their gun players like your Munsters and Harry Grant, it's fair to say we're a different team.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when, Hughes doesn't get taken away with State of Origin, but when he's injured,
True.
we are seriously a different
And
team.
have you heard the sad news that Xavier Coates is not coming back at all? Season done. That
That's
Achilles is not recovered at
not
all.
great. Not great.
No.
But I still think the Storm can make a run.
I think they can sneak into the A. I'm not sure if they're going to really contend,
a run 2 finals.
but they can make the finals considering how bad it was. It'll be a pretty good effort.
I agree with that. All right, fellas, is that we reached the end of the program?
I'm sorry, it's what Sammy's looking up.
I've got some Essendon rumours for you.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
So before, not really, yeah. There's nothing much to look into. But before Neil Danaher's state funeral today, there was a 1 hour long meeting between Paul Little, Kevin Sheedy, and James Hird.
Was Paul Little a supporter of Hurd? I'm trying because Sheedy definitely was. Sheedy wanted Hurd last time.
But didn't Sheedy come out recently saying
He's not going to get
going to
it.
coach?
Yeah, he did.
Well, he said he's keen to coach.
Oh, Hurd.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hurd is.
yeah.
Should Sheedy still be having a hand here at Essendon?
Why not? Why not?
I don't know.
I think
Does he have an official title at Essendon?
No, I don't think so.
isn't he part of the
Is he?
board? Or
Oh,
no,
he
he's
could
left
be.
the board.
I don't know.
It's one of the two.
Should he even be on the board is the question.
Why? Why not?
I just think you need open eyes, you need new eyes, you need eyes that can see other things.
Well, how many board members are there typically on a board for an AFL team?
I don't even know.
There's 5 or 6. I think 6 rings a bell.
6 rings a bell.
I think you should have a couple
6, 7.
there.
It could
Sorry.
be.
I think there should be a couple there that have ties to the team.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's the-
Well, they all
I
got
was-
a tie to the team.
No,
I'm
I'm
just-
talking. Bloody fly again. I'm talking like coaching and or ex players. Like I was a big fan and supporter of Brad Green being on Melbourne's board
Mm.
purely based on that point of view.
Yeah, but he hasn't coached the side and for
He
so long.
He captained.
Like the reason why they got rid of Sheedy in the first place was that they needed the fresh blood.
Yeah, they needed young blood.
Yeah, and Knights didn't get enough go. Knights was ahead of his time. I'm telling you right now, if Knights was coaching today with the football the way it's played now, Knights would be up there as one of the good coaches.
Didn't they say that about Vossi at Brisbane?
Did they? I don't know. They might have.
Well, Hurd coach Essendon?
I think he will. I think he should. We discussed this last week.
I think he will, and I don't think he should.
Why?
Well,
Because he's a cheater.
not just that, but
He hates umpires.
imagine if it goes wrong.
But this is, I think,
But will you not thrive off that?
Yeah, I will. But like, it's so bad for them.
though the fans will be able to cope. That's like, because Essendon is still a long way off being competitive.
Yeah, I agree. Their list is so bad.
So
Yeah.
if, let's say, it doesn't work for a John Longmire, for example, compared to a James Hurd, I think Bomber fans would be more accepting if they struggle
I
under
don't think
Hurd.
the media would,
Well,
and
the-
that
no,
they
the
could,
media
they're the
won't.
ones that write the stories.
That's
and
true, but I mean,
create headlines and then create the storyline of Essendon.
I think the Bombers supporters want Hurd. The more and more I listen to them, I think
Yeah, I think they do too.
I think they'll be accepting of Hurd and they'll be able to cope with a couple more years of Kaka.
If I'm sorry, they need to accept the fact that regardless of what coach they go with, they're going to
They're
have
going to be poor.
struggling
Yeah.
for a couple more years anyway.
But the thing is that if you make right choices, you can turn things around quite quickly. And I'm talking within 2 years. So, it wasn't that long ago we were talking about Hawthorn and how bad they were.
Mm.
So if you put the right people in place to make the right choices and you get a little bit go your way, I think that things can turn around. I don't think Hurd's the person to do that for Essendon. You need they should have stuck with Scott.
No,
in my opinion. Yes, you should have.
No,
You stick it out.
No.
How long did Richmond stick with Hardwick for?
But we made finals 3 years on the trot. So
That's a lot of success for a long
How
period
many
of time.
years?
well before we made finals,
Yeah.
3.
But then there was
there was that one bad year, and that's where everyone's like, "Oh, should we
what's
get
to
rid
say,
of
it
him?"
was longer than 1 year that you
No.
not a real bad year, but
What do you
it
mean?
took a while to then rise back up.
No, it wasn't. It was
It was
1
8
year.
years that took for him to win a premiership.
7.
7.
So we had-
That's a long time to stick it out.
yeah, but we
How long Scott into it?
it was, but
3?
we made finals though, and but there was the progression
But
was
you,
there.
but you also need to see where Essendon's list is at.
Yeah.
It's really bad. There should have been a lot more slack cut for Scott. No coach is coming in coaching that team to more wins than what Scott got.
Brad Scott got them to
Oh.
finals in 21.
Yeah, with a different list, there's been a big turnover. So yeah, he's capable of coaching sides to finals. Now, I'm not trying to say he's a great coach, but what I'm trying to say is that you've got to give coaches more time, and you've also got to take into view the list is crap. It's the worst in the AFL. Essendon's list is the worst in the AFL. Richmond's list is better. It's stocked
Okay.
with more young talent.
List aside, where are their skills at?
That's a development thing. That's not a coach thing.
A good coach can make the best out of his team, gets the best out of his players.
I agree
I
with
don't
that.
think he does that.
oh, then there's
Well,
disharmony.
I'm saying that their players, they're not that good anyway.
Well, again,
You can't get the
you
best
have-
out of what's actually there because there's not much there.
But isn't that the coach's responsibility though?
No,
They
it's
have
the
to
list
get the-
manager's responsibility.
it's
Well,
Dodoro.
Dodoro
they
screwed
got
him
rid
for
of-
years.
They
And
got,
they got rid of
they got
Dodoro.
rid of
Yeah.
him. So
So then give Scott a good chance at trying to bring
Nah.
him through the next level.
what
the
do you,
next-
okay? What do you do at North?
He sent them backwards.
Well, but he went to finals.
Yeah, he did, but then he sent them backwards, and that's why I got the arse.
He falls in it to
I'm
me.
not saying he's a great coach, but I'm more on the side of sticking with coaches than dumping them, and especially when you have a list that's poor.
Here's another debate for you, because you can put Carlton in this category. Do you go the experienced coach, or do you go the young, untried assistant coach?
We know Carlton love the experience coach.
that Carlton too. Yes,
I think
but
that
Graham Wright likes going the young
Yeah.
assistant.
I think it comes down to the list age as well. I think a team like Carlton would benefit from a experienced coach. Essendon need a fresh face.
Fresh face.
I think
that
James Hurd is fresh face. He didn't get a long run at all,
No.
and he's been out of coaching for a long time as well.
Is that a problem though? He hasn't. He's not. He hasn't been coaching.
He's got
No. Well, he coached at GWS a little bit.
that was
Yeah. No, I
He
know.
was a
It
development
wasn't
coach at
much.
Port Melbourne.
It wasn't much.
so. No, I'd like to see James Hurd back in personally.
Wrong.
Wait and see.
Wrong.
Wait and see.
Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting.
Wrong.
I'm
I'd be wrong.
I'm wrong. I'm just wrong.
I'm trying to get Essendon, but better.
You getting Essendon better.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
That's a BS.
All right, done.
Done, boys.
Thank
Let's
you,
go.
boys.
Move on.
Your weekly pint of sports juice presented by the Keys Leisure Centre Preston. Eat, drink and bowl at the Keys sprawling beer gardens, lanes, arcade bar and bistro. Let's go, lads.